Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingWords.com.
You won the belt with nobody.
BoxingWords.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter.
BoxingWords.com.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look this guy. That's the plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingWords.com.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, joined alongside absolutely nobody, but it's all good. We're going to talk some boxing either way, and, just pat ourselves on the back here in the TBV community. Obviously, we called this fight. We knew that this would be something that the people would be interested. Sure enough, at the time that I mentioned it, the oracle that I am, Canelo or Usyk, they didn't even know they were going to be interested in this fight. But now we have Oleksandr Usyk expressing extreme interest in fighting the young Canelo Alvarez at 31 years old. He said he'd be willing to do it with one special clause, that he gets to keep his belts because he still would like to fight Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Truth be told, when I figured this fight would happen, I didn't expect Usyk to beat Joshua. Joshua let me down, and also kind of it's like a warning sign now. Like, okay, Usyk isn't as vulnerable as I thought. And if he can take the shots of Anthony Joshua, then maybe the Canelo Alvarez that we know may be just too small. You know what they say, outgunned. And again, Joshua hit Usyk significantly, but nothing crazy. If that Joshua fight never happened, I'd still be thinking Canelo can beat Usyk. And that doesn't mean that he can't. I'm just giving him less of a probability at getting it done these days. Now, I know a lot of you never thought he can get it done, and that's okay. You know, you're proven right, I guess. But I wonder if Canelo takes this. You know, he's no Macaboo, and I believe he faced him, or he faced Minshew, the mandatory too. Macaboo, Usyk did. And he's obviously no Rivas. It's going to be very hard for Canelo to even hit Usyk again. After watching his last fight with AJ, one has to admit that he may be a difficult matchup for, Canelo. Let's just be real. But obviously we only feel that way because of what he was able to do with Anthony Joshua. But it's interesting, man. It's interesting that Canelo is that big of a star that people will put things to the side. Like, he literally said, look, I'll fight him, but I want to keep my title so I can still fight AJ and Fury. So, again, based off that quote, my man's even saying he's so willing to do the fight that he'll do it before those guys. Because we all thought he was going to fight AJ in the coming year. And, you know, that rematch was solidified. That was for sure happening. But, like, if he's saying, I still want to fight AJ and Fury, he's considering doing it before the actual AJ fight. Now, I don't know that he can do that, obviously. Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, and Matchroom must have a contract with Usyk declaring a 2-fight deal, similar to Andy Ruiz and AJ. So I don't know what exactly Usyk means by that, but I know what it sounds like, and it sounds like he's open to doing it before the AJ fight. Now, maybe he knows something that we don't know. Maybe he knows that AJ's looking for a little time off to get with his newfound trainer. You know, rumor has it he's been looking for a new trainer on American soil. So maybe that is another reason that Usyk is saying he still wants the AJ and Fury fight. Now, Fury, let me see if I can find Fury's post yesterday, because Fury himself now came out and doubled down. He doubled down on his 5-fight. Here we go. Let me screen share this. He doubled down and reposted this. He said, looking forward to some massive fights next year. And this is a repost. This picture is old. Remember, this is old. But now he has finished the trilogy with Wilder. So if he's posting this, and we are to assume that this is still his hit list because he's reposting, hence doubling down on his statement, then it does mean that Dillian Whyte is next. And if you made my bookie.ag bet like I told you a few months ago, you're going to be making money, because we had Dillian Whyte locked in at like a plus 160, I believe, to be the next Fury opponent. So obviously every $100, you made $160 if you took my advice. Remember, that was mybookie.ag using the code BETTBV. And, you know, when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm right, I got to rub it in and make sure that you bet. And I told you, Dillian Whyte. So this is just further, you know, indication that A, Fury is sticking to this list, and B, Whyte is next. So he does have 2 fights with Joshua, which are obviously going to be dependent on Usyk getting the win. But like Mayweather, he's throwing a bone to a lesser fighter in his division in Derek Chisora. Now, I don't think Derek needs the bone. And if Derek loses, I think he's fighting this weekend or one of these upcoming weekends versus Parker. I don't know that he should even get the shot. Like, damn, even if you lose the Parker, you still get a trilogy with fucking Fury. But again, for Fury, it's his last hurrah. And, you know, he's looking to leave on a high. But this was interesting. Fury doubling down on his 5-fight hit list. And it's not a bad one. Not a bad one, because we all know that if AJ loses, that name gets replaced with Usyk. And again, you know, Chisora, whatever. You know, you're leaving. So I guess you can get yourself a little Chisora on the way out, kind of like Mayweather got himself a Andre Berto on the way out. You know? So that's what we're talking, man. We're talking Tyson Fury's 5-fight hit list, obviously, because we're talking a heavyweight division. Not that necessarily the Canelo fight would take place in the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? I'm being told that Usyk is willing to come down to cruiser for that fight, and as long as he can keep those titles at heavyweight. So that's interesting. That's interesting to see. Will he be willing to give AJ some time with his newfound trainer while secretly, I mean, not secretly, but like while getting this side fight with Canelo. Because again, his quote is he'd be willing to do it as long as he could keep his heavyweight titles because he still wants to fight Anthony Joshua and Fury. So we all assumed the rematch with Joshua was immediate. But if he's leaving it for us to believe that if he has as long as he has his titles, he's willing to do it because he still wants to fight AJ and Fury, which means it would be Canelo before AJ and Fury. Because if it wasn't, he wouldn't even mention AJ. He would say it would have to be after I fight AJ. You know, I got AJ next. But maybe he's been told something. There is rumors that Ronnie Shields, doesn't want to go straight into a Usyk fight, if he trains AJ. He would prefer some time to get to know each other, So we shall see how it plays out, but it's interesting to see what Usyk says about, kind of doing it first. It just goes to show the power of a Canelo Alvarez, man. Jeez. You're willing to stop your... And I get it. If I'm Usyk, I'm thinking like that too. This is what I was telling Wilder when Eddie was offering the $5 million for Chisora. It's like, if I'm Usyk, I know I can beat Canelo. And obviously, Nestor now feels he probably would beat Canelo. When I thought Canelo would beat him was obviously before the AJ fight. Now that he's faced AJ and taken heavyweight punches from a real heavyweight, I don't know that Canelo can hurt this guy, let alone get a decision with the wheels of a, Usyk. But I want to give a shout out really quick to Gary Jonas. He's the owner of White Sands, the Treatment Center, and Pro Boxing. Gary and Pro Boxing Promotions allowed us to do our Border Wars in their very beautiful venue. And we are just pleased with the outcome. We're very thankful to Gary and Pro Box Promotions. Pro Box is actually having their own event, and it's going to be January 21st right there at the White Sands Treatment Center and Boxing and Fitness, where Pro Box Promotions will be featuring up-and-coming Najee Lopez. I've been talking to you guys about Najee for some time now. He's definitely a talent to watch out. He has a brother as well that is boxing. These guys they're good. We've met them in Atlanta, and they're doing their thing. And Lopez will be fighting on the next Pro Box Promotions right there in the very same venue that our Border Wars fighters, stepped in the ring and swing. But for those tuned in, this is Najee. If you haven't already met him, we've interviewed him in person. We were at one of his fights. He seems to be the real deal, and we'll see. We'll see, where he goes from here. But his next show will be on the Gary Jonas-owned White Sands Treatment Center, Pro Boxing Promotions, January 21st. Also, the Devaya brothers will be on this card, and we interviewed one of them. We interviewed Dominic before. Marcus is also on this card. They're both Floridians and Puerto Rican, and they are fighting now out of Florida, and they will be on that card January 21st. So come and enjoy some professional boxing right there in that beautiful event. There's not a bad seat in the house. It doesn't matter whether you want to be ringside with a beautiful VIP table that will come with bottle service, or you want to be in their theater-like seating, which it's like being in the Garden, bro. You can pay the $25 for general admission, sit somewhere in the middle of the, elevated seats and be directly in the ring like the Garden. If you've been to the Garden, and obviously I'm talking about New York City, then you know what I'm talking about. This facility is beautiful. They have food and drinks. So if you didn't get a chance to check it out with Border Wars 13th, you should definitely head down to White Sands Boxing and Fitness for the Pro Boxing Promotions inaugural event, January 21st, with Najee Lopez, hot talent, future world champion, 2-0, 2 KOs, and obviously, the Devalle brothers, who Marcus and Dominic, that will be fighting as well, hailing from Puerto Rico, but fighting out of Florida now. And we look to come back there. We're hoping that we can come back April 2nd or April 9th, hoping to see what the schedule has and can we get a date in that beautiful venue to bring Border Wars right back for Border Wars 14th right here. Spring break in Plant City, Florida. Get your beach towels and bathing suits ready. It's going to get hot next year as we got a fantastic card already lined up. Like I said, we're just waiting on the approval from Gary Jonas and Pro Boxing to announce our next event. But so far, TBV already has a fantastic card that you're not going to want to miss. We're definitely going to want to do a better job at filling the place, but I think that with this card and the momentum from the last card, there won't be a seat available in the house. Border Wars 14, spring break in Plant City. I got DeMarcus for Surefire D. He's going to be taking on Corey Frank from Beaumont, Texas. DeMarcus for Surefire D obviously is from Dallas, Texas. So 2 Texans getting it on for our vacant 168-pound title. DeMarcus coming off the big win over Jerome Lambert, who was 2-0 with 2 KOs. Then we have the current Cruiserweight champ going down 40 pounds to meet the very durable, undefeated, heavy-handed, only man in that division to get a knockout at 160, Jordan Cuban-style Baker versus Robert the Genius, the current Cruiserweight champ, dropping 40 pounds to fight for the vacant 160-pound title. We also have Sean Mission Impossible Jones, 3-1, taking on Terrell Fireflame Harris. Now, there was a bit of confusion in Rel's, fight, and the outcome, the commission has decided that we will move forward with the decision that was read out loud and allow Rel and Sean to fight for the vacant heavyweight title, finally crowning a champion in the division while simultaneously doing Pablo ASAP versus Smoke 'em Out Jay for the title eliminator to be the mandatory to the champion in the division that will be crowned on the same night. Now, the only thing that can interrupt that eliminator will be LJ the Don from Milwaukee, who I am in contact with and definitely wants to fight. And he said that this is more than enough time to get his fees and sponsorships. So if LJ the Don fights, he would be in the eliminator with Pablo for a shot at the winner of Sean Mission Impossible Jones versus Terrell Fireflame Harris. We also have the return of the former lineal champion Jose El Loco Sands, who's going to be doing what he's been dying to do now for a few seasons, which is introduce his wife, Rebecca Kramer, to the Border Wars community and get her first female fight. So Jose El Loco Sands will go on to take on our very own coach, Adrian Rowan from Milwaukee, who has his boxing club in Watertown. And their respective wives will meet. So it will be Jose versus Adrian Rowan at 175 pounds. Jose further moving down in his weight loss goals to get to 175. Adrian fighting at a weight he's comfortable with. And then you have Rebecca Kramer versus Ms. Rowan for the female vacant title fight. And then, last but not least, Bishop coming off his knockout loss to the current champ, Robert the Genius at the Cruiserweight division, taking on Jason Hotsey of Milwaukee in a rematch fight. Hotsey looking for revenge. No one believes he can get it. He wants to prove the community wrong. We shall see. And that's 6 fights, and we're only 2 days removed from our Border Wars, or maybe 3 days. But that being said, we have plenty of time to promote, plenty of slots available, and I believe this card will double not only in fights, but also sell out. I just believe that we will sell out. We have a lot of Floridians that are willing to fight. Anthony, Big Money Forbes, wants to come back at the 185 division. He's willing to take on all comers. Keem, the Dream from Florida, is looking to come back. He's looking to take on all comers. And obviously, we have to talk to Twin from Orlando to continue to further strengthen the Floridians on the card. But the goal is to sell out. The goal is to have you fight in front of a sold-out crowd so you can truly get the experience of a lifetime and the experience of what these professional fighters get. But now back to our professional boxing. Obviously, we're talking Canelo versus Plant. But if you are interested in Border Wars, don't forget, you must contact me on the side and, see what's cooking, shaking and baking. If you want to call in 1-425-569-5241, you want to talk Border Wars, I ain't going to stop you. You want to talk Canelo Usyk, it's all good. You want to talk Tyson Fury's 5-fight hit list, let's do it. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. I'm also going to go ahead and pin Saturday night's Border Wars in live chat. If we have someone who's crazy enough not to have already watched it, go ahead and click the link. It will be posted in the live fight chat. And yeah, man, take a look at what a beautiful experience we gave our community. Take a look at what you can be a part of if you join Border Wars. And yeah, man, help us make Border Wars great by filling up this card and selling out that venue so that you can have the ultimate experience. Right now, we're talking Oleksandr Usyk willing to fight Canelo Alvarez all the way at Cruiserweight as long as he can keep his world titles, because he still wants AJ and Fury. But that quote makes us think, because he's essentially telling us he would be willing to do it before Anthony Joshua. Now, the only way he can obviously do that is if Joshua gave him the okay. And we know that there are rumors that Joshua's team wants a little bit of time before going straight into that Usyk fight so he can get acclimated to his new trainer. So a possible something happening there, I don't know. We shall see as the days get closer. But it is what we're talking about, and you are more than welcome to do so. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, do me a favor and do that. I don't mind telling you every single day that we need you to press the thumbs up, and we also need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to that goal of 131,000. We're chugging the little engine that could. Right now, we're at 130,650, which means I need 350 people. So you got to tell your friend to tell his friend to tell another friend to all come and subscribe. I mean, bottom line, I need y'all help right now. But yeah, it looks like I got my man James Payne in the building. What is up, champ? Call him leave me flat.
What's up, Ness?
Call you leave me flat. What up, champ?
Man, what's up with you, Ness? How you living this morning?
I'm doing good, man. Excited. It's a double whammy for me, right? I'm still high off Border Wars and the success of it. And then
Right.
I'm feeling like the Oracle, right? From Neo in the Matrix. It's like I called it. I said Usyk versus Canelo. People laughed at me. Now Usyk says it. No one's laughing at him. And I'm just vindicated, you know? I am the boxing oracle. What I say comes true. I don't know how it happens, but it does. And this is close enough to true. Let's be real. Him just wanting to fight is good enough for me. That's a victory for me. They don't even have to get in the ring. The fact that he considered it, the fact that he's saying he'll do it before AJ and Fury just goes to show how right I truly was.
That's amazing. How do you see that fight playing out if that was to happen in the
Well,
world of
honestly,
Mr.
at this point, I do not give Canelo a shot. When I thought he would win was obviously before AJ faced Usyk. Once Usyk got hit with real heavyweight punches and took them, I just don't know how the hell I can pick Canelo over Usyk. But hey, I'll pay to watch it. It is what it is. I'll watch it or watch it for free on Dazn, whatever they want to do. It will still be intriguing. I just don't think that he'll be able to hurt him now, nor will he probably won't be able to catch up to him. You know, if a heavyweight whose strides are just the strides are larger, so he can cut distance physically better than a Canelo, and he wasn't able to do it. Not, look, and skill still pay the bills, but I don't know. I just, Usyk was always 6'4", but I thought he was small, like thin, but he filled out, man. He looked normal versus AJ. Still looked smaller than AJ, but he showed those skills, right? Those feet. And how the hell is Canelo going to catch up to them without getting clobbered?
To have a fight with Canelo, though, he's going to have to come under 200 pounds.
Yeah, no, but he said he's willing to do cruiser.
I mean, yeah, he's going to do cruiser, so you don't feel that there'll be some depletion from when a guy is right now. What in that AJ fight, what was he like? He was a little bit above Bridgerweight weight limit, I believe, that night, right? Like high 220s, low 230s, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
Usyk.
Versus AJ? Yeah, he was a heavyweight. He was a heavyweight. He gained. I think he was like 230.
Exactly, right. So then there's 30 pounds at least of depletion he'd have to go through, which I don't, for heavyweights, depending on how you losing their weight, that's not always a good look. Because, it's just for heavyweights. When you're a bigger man and you're trying to get down, I think it's easier for like smaller guys to maybe pack on pounds just to make a weight limit versus like bigger guys that are trying to get the weight off and do it correctly. Because, you could dump a bunch of weight, but it's like, that's why you had the guys showing up to the weigh-ins looking all sunk in, face sunk in, dehydrated, white stuff around the mouth, eye sockets looking drawn back. It's different ways to try to get it done. So if Usyk was to come down, Canelo love to get guys in positions where the fights don't happen with full counts. And so maybe this one would have a full count, but I just don't know, man. Usyk could lose the weight, but the weight in which he loses the weight, I think that could play a part. Also, some things that I think about is I wonder how Canelo would fare against some of Usyk's other opponents at heavyweight. Like, could you see Canelo, let's say in a hypothetical world, right? Say that Chisora or what was that, Chaz Witherspoon was able to get under 200 pounds. Do you think Canelo could beat one of those guys? Because he went life and death with those guys. He looked most impressive.
What we're not considering
against AJ.
What we're not considering is what the producer just texted me. The new limit for the WBC Cruiserweight would be 190. If Usyk really wanted to make that fight, he's got to get under 190. That might kill him. I don't think he's ever been 190. So,
Yes.
I can check his resume, but I'm pretty sure he's never been 190 because that's never been the limit. I'm sure he's been 190.
220, that's the limits now.
He's
been
been at
30-pound limit.
He's been at 190 at one point because him and Porter fought. So I don't know if he fought when he was a middleweight, but based off his box rec, he's been 198, 199. 199. Yeah, 198 is 198 and 3/4 is the lowest he's ever been. So how much would he kill himself to get under those other 8 pounds and 3/4? Meanwhile, he just put on an extra 30 on top of that. So can he really do it? Or will Canelo have himself a drained Usyk in there that now he can't move as good as... Well, this changes everything. That definitely increases the probability of Canelo getting some sort of gift victory. I still don't think it'll be a dominant one, but who knows, right? We'll see what happens.
If you don't drop Canelo, you're not beating Canelo. Even on
Canelo's
Usyk,
never been dropped though, and remember he's sparring heavyweights with Andy and your man's and Frank already. Obviously, neither dudes are Usyk, but I think Frank makes up good sparring for the Usyk feet, and Andy makes up good sparring for the Usyk power. May have more power than Usyk at heavyweight, right? He at least knocked out AJ where Usyk did not, so it could be argued that Andy has the heavier hands. That being said, those two gentlemen are the perfect sparring partners to emulate a Usyk. I think that, again, Frank's feet, and I mean Frank Sanchez's feet, those are pretty on par with Usyk and Andy's power. That's real heavyweight power, so you're getting ready for Usyk's heavyweight power. I like it. I like it a lot, and that's why these guys are confident.
What's the shortest fighter that you think Usyk's fought? Because, Canelo, what is he like? Canelo's not very tall. I think he's 5'8"-ish?
Definitely 5'8"-ish, bro. Definitely something short. So
it's a lot, I mean, hey, but he's got the skill to pay the bills. That I can say. And we've also seen that Canelo doesn't have any fear or intimidation when it comes to fighting much larger men on appearance. I mean, the Rocky Fielding, the Callum Smith, those were definitely David Goliath images when you look at the size discrepancy on the photos, and he chopped both of those men up and down fairly easily with no real... I mean, like they say on the pitch meeting series on YouTube, it was super easy, barely an inconvenience, So, I mean, he's got the skills, man, and that's what matters the most. I just know in a Usyk situation, I mean, I don't know, depending on weight and the way that Canelo loves to negotiate those contracts, because if you're going to fight Canelo, then you're going to fight Canelo under Canelo rules. So there's going to be some weight stipulations probably. Even if he could get them down, there might be some rehydration he put back in there. And you get a suck down bigger man in the right situation. I mean, Canelo could make Usyk look very bad on a worldwide stage. But it would be a big fight, though. I mean, them guys got all the belts. And it reminds me of old school boxing, when there weren't as many weight divisions, so to make the best fights, guys had to cross the line. And you had those legendary matchups. You had middleweights or super middleweights. They used to come up and fight for heavyweight titles and had to put on platform shoes to make themselves look taller than they actually were. And you got guys like when you think back in the history of boxing, Rocky Marciano, for example, he was a very small heavyweight, but he was a champion, undefeated. So it's history there to match with what we see going on right now. I think it kind of throws it back to there because you got the best trying to make fights with the best. These other guys ain't stepping up, and everybody's in the soup line waiting on the Canelo serving, but Canelo not fighting all them guys. It just really look like Canelo on a path to make history, fight after fight, rack up all of the belts within 20 pounds over or under of his current standing, just clean up all the belts, clean up boxing, and go down in history as the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like he's trying to do, in my opinion.
Yo, shout out to the producer. It's true, bro. Isn't that funny that, like, I don't think Mayweather's ever been this big. And I'm not saying Canelo's bigger. I'm just saying from a standpoint of being called out, do you remember, like, heavyweights calling out Mayweather? Like,
Bruh,
you got
hell
dudes,
no.
you got dudes all the way down 147. Earl Spence calling out Mayweather. I mean Canelo. All the way up to heavyweight. You got
What
Bob
was
Arum. Literally, I'm looking for a topic this morning. Bob Arum like, yo, Canelo's not fighting McAboo. He's showing interest in better beef. So that's 175. You know, it's just like everybody wants a shot at Canelo. And I know it was like that for Mayweather, but some divisions, they just was like, man, he'll never fight up this high. So they wouldn't even talk about him. But like, right now, we're in a world where Canelo could be literally fighting at heavyweight, and everybody wants that Willy Wonka ticket. Everybody wants to fight the cash cow. It's crazy, but dope at the same time, bro. Like, has there ever been a dude this
versatile?
powerful in the sport, bro? Like, he moves the needle for every division.
I can't recall. I watch a lot of boxing documentaries. I mean, hey, like Drake said, oh, what a time to be
Your
alive,
audio
man.
went bad, champ. I don't know what happened.
What about now? What about now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just like Drake say, man, oh, what a time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember a time, and I watch a lot of boxing documentaries. You know, we all are big boxing fans. We stay plugged into the sweet science, but I don't know anybody that moves the needle and also is able to, you know, just circulate throughout the weight divisions with, man, without any, you know, you don't really see the effects of it. You know what I mean? Like when he fought Kovalev, you know, it looked like the same Canelo as it did when he fought Cotto. You know, his body type doesn't look crazy. He wasn't coming in looking all extra roly and flabby and chunky. You know, he'll just be a little bit more filled out, or he'll be a little bit more cut and chopped up. And I don't see like it affecting his performance either, man. So Canelo is doing some very historic things, man. And back to your point, what you said about Floyd. I mean, it was never no misunderstanding of what Floyd was. Floyd was always a little dude. I mean, you know, he was a little dude. He 147. If he was feeling really spicy, he might come up to 154. And even in a 154 contest, he was still coming in on the scales at maybe 152, 151. He invented the catch weight. So I think that there's something, you know, Floyd implemented into the game. Well, maybe not invented, but I just remember Floyd being notorious for getting guys to accept fights at catch weights. You know, not really so much for a title, but just the best fighting the best to make the best fights. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo's definitely doing some unorthodox things, man. And just how he circulates around the weight classes like he's doing. You just never know where he's gonna pop up. You know, it really would be shocking to me if he ever went lower than 168 at any point in his career. So I don't think he'll be looking back at any point. I just think it's gonna be 168 and up, and trying to make good fights, great fights, or just make history. And I don't know, man. I just still wonder who's gonna be the guy. Who's gonna be the guy that gives Canelo the most problems in boxing? I ain't even talking about at 168. I'm just talking about in boxing, because when I think about it, I think about some of the names that we mentioned in some of these other weight classes. We've said Bivol, we've said Beterbiev, we've said Joe Smith, we've said McAboo, we've said now we're talking Usyk. I mean, who are some of the other names that we've thrown at
Rivas. We threw Rivas at him.
Yeah, right. Reeves. I mean, it's other guys. I mean, the list go on and on. You know, it's not to mention who we want to see. We want to see Charlo come up. We want to see Benavidez come up. We want to see Crawford put on some pounds, maybe give it a go. You know, it's like, bro, pretty much everybody that's relevant in boxing, from 147 on up to 220. We tried to fantasy book him against Canelo. So it's crazy. Like Canelo is boxing right now.
He is most certainly boxing, bro. And you're right. You know, if we keep playing the guessing game, Jake Paul wanted a shot at Canelo. That's another. That's what I'm saying. If we keep talking, more names will pop up on that list. The dude got like a 20 fighter call out list. GGG wants a shot
Still
at Canelo.
want another shot. He want a trilogy shot. You know, come on, champ. You know, I mean, hey, it's still guys out there in the community want to see the Andrade smoke. It's still guys out there in the community want to see you know, just man, it's just so many fucking names, dude. So many names, man. Like it's ridiculous, really. Like I don't know, man. Everybody wants their ticket, the golden ticket, man.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't. I mean, it's just so much money, bro. That's what it is. It's like you got to remember. Look, I remember Floyd, Robert Guerrero. I think Guerrero got like 1.5, maybe 2 million. Victor Ortiz got like 2.5. Like Floyd wasn't paying people the way people getting paid right now, man.
Nah, he wasn't, man. He wasn't. And Floyd was the payday because we got to remember the time too. Like Floyd was the payday. You get the Floyd fight, them guys wasn't complaining, saying that Floyd a cheap motherfucker. He ain't paying good. That wasn't what they was saying. Them dudes was standing in line. Them dudes was waiting their turn. They was raising their hand. They was like, "Oh, Floyd, pick me, Floyd, pick me." And then when Floyd pick him, throw him 2.5, 2 mil, something like that, them dudes was grinning, man. You know what I mean? Even Canelo got like a little 2 mil, I think.
But I think it was also because like when you fought Floyd, you got endorsements, bro. Like look at Victor. Victor became a movie star. Ortiz became a movie star. He literally did movies, Dancing with the Stars. Like when you fight Floyd, you on a different level.
Absolutely. I know when Madonna fought Floyd after 2 fights, you never saw him fight that much again, and he be down in South America wearing Versace every day. So I mean, it did something good for him.
Nah, it was life-changing fighting Floyd. Even though the money wasn't right, it seemed like you got out. Like, look at Guerrero. He fought Floyd. He got all the endorsements he got, and then he got nothing but big fights after. After losing to Floyd, you become like the new target. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to fight you now. It's like Pitbull. He lost to Tank. Ryan's really calling him out. And that's what it is. You lose to a certain level of fighter, and you become now a certain level of fighter. Everybody's seeking popularity, and they saw what Pitbull brought to the table. He's an exciting fighter, and he was in there with Tank. So it's sellable.
Yeah, but even with that Ryan situation, champ, you really think Ryan gonna step in there with
I don't.
Cruz, man?
I don't. But what if he did? You'd be happy, and that's what I'm saying. The reason we'd be happy is because Tank put him on. When Tank fought him, ew, who's that? Oh no, now it's like, damn, Ryan versus Cruz is a good fight.
Right. I mean, Ryan versus the last 3 names that they mentioned them was good fights. But I mean, are we going to get it over the line? Are we going to get to a press conference?
Yeah, listen, I mean, look, where Ryan is at mentally and can he do what he says is 2 different things. But again, I'm looking to the end game of him actually doing it. And I'm like, that Pitbull fight is a good fight. Like, it would be dope for Pitbull to be able to cross the street. You know, he's with MP Promotions and Sean Gibbons with Manny Pacquiao. Maybe they could get him over there. Maybe they can't, because I heard Gibbons in the press conference. He made it very clear. He's like, Al is happy. We don't care about no fucking WBA. Al called us. He's happy. He's happy with Pitbull. We happy. As long as we got Al, we don't care about the WBA. I'm like, damn, dudes really said that live. Like, so, you know, they don't care. Al's happy. So that might mean that Al ain't letting Pitbull go over there to no fucking Ryan Garcia to get another loss. He gonna make him lose to one of his boys. Or
Yeah.
make him win to
Or
one of his boys.
yeah, or he could send them across the street and then they go ahead and take their Ryan Garcia out. Because I mean, there still is something to be had in that
Yeah,
lower weight division.
they're gonna have to pay you.
Who's gonna be it, man? Who's
You
gonna be the one to take the O from
Yeah, but
Ryan Garcia, man?
you seen what it took to get Porter on the other side of the street. Like they gonna have to pay. You don't get an Al Heyman fighter for the cheap.
And there's gonna be
Ain't no budget over here. Ain't no budget pricing over here. Like you want Pitbull, they gonna have to pay. For one, he with Al. For two, he with Pacquiao. Three, he with Sean Gibbon. They need money to pay for that powerhouse team.
Man, how much though? About what, $2 million at the most? I mean, it ain't gonna be more than $2 million.
I don't even think $2 million. I'm sure Pitbull
1.5.
I'm sure Pitbull never in his fucking life made over 500,000. I guarantee he never made that shit. Versus who? He never made that shit. He'd be lucky if he got 125 versus Tank. Fuck. But that's his value. That's his value on this side of the street where his O doesn't matter because I got a plethora of fighters to put you in with. So it don't matter whether you win or lose. Daddy Al taking care of you. You go over there, all of a sudden it matters if you win or lose. You understand? Over here, you losing the Tank. Over there, you losing to the ops. It's different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, okay. I see your point.
And over there, you losing on an app. At least you lost the Tank on a big stage. Everybody talking about you. Losing the Tank made you a star. Them app boys talking about you now.
Yeah, but let's not act like the app ain't a good place too, though, man.
I mean,
just a short while ago,
I don't know how many people watching
that app was giving guys their highest
paydays. I don't know. Canelo ain't fought on that app in a minute. It's been a minute.
He ain't been on the app in a minute because he cashing out big bucks on the PBC side of the street.
All right, then. So you answered your own question.
But he was making comparable paydays over there. Say he wouldn't. He wasn't cashing out 30 mil a fight over there on the app.
Nah, that's false. When they restructured his deal, he came back to like 17. Remember?
Which fight was that? Which one was that? The Rocky fight?
No, the Rocky fight that was under the old deal. But remember, he restructured. They took him to court, or he took them to court. He got rid of Golden Boy.
Got out of the Golden Boy
deal. He came
deal.
back under
he came back with Eddie Hearn and he fought Abney and he fought
and he probably only got like 17 for Abney. That's probably where the restructuring came in. Like, we ain't giving you 35 for that dude. But Google it. Let's see what Abney got. Or rather, Canelo got versus Abney. I bet you he ain't get 35. 36, actually. That's none of them numbers, man. Guaranteed. I seen the article. I remember that he got a restructured contract after he came back.
I'm checking. I'm looking into it now.
That's all good. When you find it, holla. I'm going to open up these lines, though.
Abney only got $1 million for this fight.
Damn, he got a milli? Let's go! Motherfucker got a milli for that shit. Damn.
Canelo got 15. You was right. Canelo got 15 and Abney got 1.
I'm so sharp. I'm so fucking sharp. For the
they reported 20 million, but it was 15 that they paid out. They saying.
And my 17.5 probably is the real number. They say 15.
Right there in the middle.
They say 15. They say 20. We gonna jump in the middle.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Good call. And this is the Oracle.
We got Zeke Solorzano that just said he's back and he wants smoke at 154. He said 168 is too big. He going back to his original weight at 154. Find him a Border Wars fight for April 2nd at 154. Who want the Zeke smoke? Who want the Zeke smoke? Is out there. We going to these callers. You know the number to call in, 142-556-952-41. Press 1. One time. Voice stripping in right here on these Voice of the People hotline. That's right. Oh, look at my man Alex. So you woke up hating this morning. Pitbull's not a good fighter. Tank is overrated. No, you don't know what you're watching. Tank did that with one hand, bro. So sad these dudes waste time watching something not to know what the fuck they watch. It reminds me of that Jay-Z line, like, do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it? Damn, I bought you dudes closer to pop culture. I mean, let me stop, man. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. Little sheeps. Alex, what up? Big Fish Vega. That's hilarious. Call you Earl Spence fan for sure. Big Fish Vega.
Hey, you can come back to me, please?
Yes, sir. We're going to go out the Boomerang and the Natty.
Hello, ladies.
Anybody that know me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices, one of the fans' favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. What? Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Hey, yo, that intro that really make me feel good, man. What's up, Ness? What's up, James Payne? Top of the morning, Jack.
Like you
How y'all
should,
feeling?
champ. Like you should, man. I'm
How
feeling
y'all
great.
feeling? Y'all good?
Can't complain.
Yeah, man, I'm kind
all
of
good.
I'm kind of conflicted on this, man. I'm kind of torn. One side of me saying Usyk is being greedy. That motherfucker got an AJ rematch for big money. Then if he win, he got possibly 2 fights with the winner of White and Fury for undisputed. So that's 2 more big money fights. Like, damn, man, save some food for poor Boo Boo and poor fucking Charlo. They fighting Montiels and Piggly Quiggly Wigglies out here. So Usyk don't really need the fucking opportunity. He got big shit popping. And at the same time, the other part of me like, man, fuck them dudes. They ain't doing shit. Usyk undisputed, unified at another weight division. He deserving more than them cats. So fuck it. If he want to throw his name in the hat and get the opportunity, he deserving more than Charlo and Andre. But at the same time, I got some sympathy for Charlo and Andre, man, because I'm tired of seeing them fight the Piggly Wigglies and the Montiels of the world. They need a big fight. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, man. Most likely, I'm going to say, fuck it. Let Usyk get it. He deserves more than them cats. They need to do something. That's my call.
Yo, that Piggly Wiggly is going to live forever over here. That was hilarious. Jason Piggly Wiggly Quigley. Damn. That's crazy. And that's the sad part. That's the biggest name on his resume. Like, that's the easiest, most recognizable name. The Vanezes and the Willie Nelsons, them dudes died out. Them dudes haven't fought. They up for fucking Hall of Fame and they ain't getting in. And I ain't trying to be rude, but they ain't getting in. They ain't done enough to get in, but they've been out the game like 5 years apiece. It's just like, whoa.
That was a good call.
That was a good call, but that's why he's the caller of the year. Canada, Nebraska. What up?
You there, champ?
Hello. I hear somebody typing.
Crickets.
There you go, Canada. What up? Hello. Hola.
Yo, I'm just listening, really. Just saying what up, TBV.
Hey, what up, champ? Appreciate you.
I'm just listening.
All right. Let me get to the ringer jumping on, cutting the line.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Go firemen. We are firemen.
Okay.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, what's up, Ness, everybody, panel? Yo, man, I had pneumonia and bronchitis and every little itis you can freaking imagine. I'm coming out of it. And I was disappointed not y'all being up in Plant City. I mean, y'all went to the Mofongo spot, Ness?
Nah, bro. We was, we far from Tampa when you're in Plant City.
Yeah, it was like in the middle, but anyway, I'm glad. Bro, I'm an involver, so I listen to everything in support, and then I still be screaming and losing my voice for any shit boxing related. But on this Canelo thing, check it out. Canelo's the first dude that makes waves in the 3 weight below him, and now the 3 weights above him. I don't think I've ever seen that. So, as self-proclaimed greatest of all time, Floyd. Why? Because he's undefeated and got to have a green print? Or are we not? Let me speak for myself. Or am I more impressed with legacy and everything he's doing and how he affects? Because to follow Canelo's green print or legacy print, shit, can you imagine? I'm gonna start measuring dudes to how good would you be 2 weights up, and how good would you be 2 weights down? So we look at a dude like Ennis, or we look at a dude like Terrence. Terrence ain't moving up, so he will never be a Canelo-ish fighter. So he set a new mark by making waves in other weight classes like y'all were talking about. But it's good to be feeling a little better and calling to my #1 show. And, I do everything through y'all. Twitter, all that stuff. So I appreciate your grind, and Merry Christmas, everybody, bro. Dennis is back to the best of his ability, bro. Remember. All right, dude. Thanks and hugs to your dogs, bro. I'm out.
All right, champ. CYP, counterpunch.
I just got done with my clientele. I get in the car. I'm like, oh shit, let me turn on the show. I hear you talking about that's why you caller of the year. I didn't know who the hell you was talking about. I cashed that in, rewinded, and heard it was Brandon. I said, oh, you starting shit. Don't play that. No. We all know the greatest caller of all time is this man right here, self-proclaimed like Floyd. So if Floyd is self-proclaimed, CYP gonna be self-proclaimed. The problem is, BoxRec say Floyd #1, and the callers just said I'm #1. So we gonna keep that there. Don't ever do that again. And where the hell is my damn emoji? Secondly, when it comes to homeboy talking about 3 weight divisions up and 3 weight divisions down, my man, if you can make that weight, why not fight there? You mad at dudes who can't gain 20 pounds and fight dudes 20 pounds, but praising the dude who actually weighs the same weight as the guys he's fighting. If he fight Usyk, that would be literally the first time he's fighting at a weight that he really probably can't make. That would be the first time. And let's be real, he's not really doing that. He's not doing that. CYP out.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't count it out of Canelo simply because, if you lose to a heavyweight and that heavyweight happens to be Usyk, who was a unified, undisputed cruiserweight, then a unified heavy, that's all right. I don't see that being looked at as frowned upon. What you think, James? Like, if Canelo loses to Usyk, are we mad?
I mean, he definitely would. I think Canelo could take a loss in a higher weight division, and he would get all kinds of grace because he would be protected under the daring to be great argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else is doing what he's doing? What?
The daring to be great clause and shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously, man. Daring to be great argument. Everybody would give Canelo mad props because they'd be like, man, dude was 6'4", heavyweight, blah, blah, blah. Canelo started out at 147 or some crazy shit like that, and it's just been going upwards and learned on the job. No amateur career. Usyk is like a super duper amateur and all that type of shit, man. He would be protected under the daring to be great clause. He would
I love it.
And he would definitely get the protection on it. So, it's not that we wouldn't hold that against Canelo, man. He could take one more loss against a bigger dude, and I don't think it would be a big deal at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's long coming because, Canelo,
he been winning for a minute. Definitely,
man, he be pushing the envelope. He pushes the envelope, and he really visually he puts himself into contests where visually you're like, damn, what's gonna happen here? But I mean, he ends up beating the shit out of these guys. I don't know if the Usyk would be that unless he could do like we were talking about, maybe some rehydrations and some couple of manipulations of the contract. But I mean, hey, I think he could take a loss and get away with it.
We got Mr. Calderon that says Canelo won't fight Usyk for nothing. If he comes, it's for the heavyweight belts. And that does make sense. Like, would Canelo risk his O that he doesn't have because he lost to Mayweather? But it does feel like he's undefeated at this point. But, like, does he risk losing again for no belts? There will be no cruiserweight belts on the line. That's true. So, something to think about if you're Canelo. Maybe you come in at 190. Maybe he comes in at 190 and catch weight heavyweights, Usyk. I don't know. Like, hey, you can't weigh more than 210. I don't know.
Yo, bro,
Go for it.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, you know that the WBC, man, they back Canelo. So, they'll create some type of majestic boxing belt for Canelo to go ahead and grab and add that to the mantle place. They'll come up with something.
Gajo Fino says, I don't think the McAboo fight will happen. The real fight Canelo wants for May is taking on unified champ Better Biev. Cruiserweight idea may fade, in my opinion. We'll see, man. We'll see what he looks like. He's got to fight Marcus Brown. When is that? Saturday? When's he fighting? Marcus. That always reminds me of Boomerang. Marcus Brown. He's fighting on... Oh, shit. Friday. How you fighting on a Friday, champ? That's bananas in pajamas. Bro, he's really fighting on a Friday? A unified fight on a Friday? And is in Quebec, Montreal. Really? Is it a Friday? Let me double check this shit. December. Yup, Friday, bro. Wow. Look, these guys. All right. Friday. Hey, unified fight on a Friday. Never really don't remember that much, but that's I guess it's a treat. And we'll see. Because we got to see what Marcus Brown does with Better Beef. Obviously, if we see some holes, then maybe Canelo offers him the shot. I don't know that Brown gets the shot. If Brown looks dominant, I don't know that he gets the shot, but we'll see. We're going to go back to these phone lines. We got Coach J. Matt. We're talking Oleksandr Usyk willing to fight Canelo Alvarez at Cruiserweight. We're also talking Tyson Fury's 5-fight hit list. He doubled back down on it and reposted it. And obviously that was after beating Deontay Wilder, so he took care of one name on the list, which means he's indicating Dillian White is next. These are the topics. You are the caller.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part in all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Don't check stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, good morning. That's JP. How my Bluetooth sound?
Straight. So far.
Oh, I had to fix that. So, nah, man. I got something for both of those topics. I definitely would love to see Canelo challenge and strive for greatness and fight Usyk. I don't think there's a fight he very likely to win it. So for him to go out there and beat a guy like that, that'd be one of the first fights I think that Canelo actually took where he thought he couldn't win for his moving up. And I mean moving up meaning like actually fighting a dangerous guy and moving up. He beat Usyk. I won't have much to ever say about him again. I ignore all the drug claims, all the weight clauses, all the high rehydration clauses. For his Tyson Fury fighting his list, I mean, you can't do nothing but be a fan on a top heavyweight right now. I still hold him to them gloves in that second fight, but he did it and dominated Wilder twice, so I can't dispute that. But him beating Dylan White ass would be pretty nice too. 'Cause, I've never been a big fan of White. I think White is all hype. I think he just been signed with the right promoter to keep him in the right spot. Was had another point I want to make. Oh, James Payne. And I don't know, man. It's like these dudes got to fill out a Canelo app for you or approve of Canelo in a certain way to be on this show. This bullshit they say about Canelo, it gets with me. Like, man, I just don't get it. But I mean, hey, shout out to JP. That's his opinion. But he full of shit with that Canelo shit.
What did you say, JP?
I'm trying to figure out myself what I said that got me on the full of shit list. I mean, I don't think I've said anything that's been not very factual about Canelo if fucking relevant as hell. Cause like you gotta remember, I picked against Canelo. And you know what I'm saying? I rolled for my guy. So it's not like I'm just the Canelo hype train around this motherfucker. When I see greatness, I gotta admit that that's what I'm watching. I mean, hell, the dude is pretty fucking great. He looks amazing in the ring. He's a hell of a fighter. He does boss shit outside the ring. And I can't see nobody 2 weight divisions up or below that can fuck with him. I mean, just in the current landscape of boxers that I have available to me to gauge from. But if somebody knows somebody that can get that done, I mean, please let me know. I'll take a look at them, check out their box rig, look at some footage. Hell, might even buy a pay-per-view. So I don't know what I said that was full of shit. I have to listen back to the show. But I mean, J-Mac, man, he's very opinionated. I fuck with J-Mac.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. We got Dom on the Boomy, Seattle. What up?
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com. I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby. Yo, man. That shit was funny as fuck. Yo, what's up, TBV? What's good with y'all? Man, Mr. Gibbs, give me that app so I can sign up for it.
What app?
The Canelo Love Club.
Oh, you love Canelo too?
It's like I'm playing. Well, I think he was saying because it was so slick and kind of intelligent to say. It's because you said the dude could damn near lose and still be good. Like the nigga get a belt if he loses to Usyk, and Usyk gonna have to walk off the stage and shit. But that's all. I think Bivol would be a good fight or a better beef, or Joe Smith, I guess. But Usyk, I think Usyk would dominate him. It'd be too much of a weight class, and like James said, they might give Canelo a trophy or a big old plate of food if he loses to Usyk. That's my call.
All right. Well, Majimbe, Boomerang.
What's good, Nas? Good morning. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. There is no way that Canelo beats Usyk. I mean, it's a great fantasy fight. I don't even think it happens. It's just, he has to mention Canelo because somebody asked him about it, and Canelo's the biggest name. It's not even really clout chasing. It's just like, well, if it happens, it happens. But I don't think. I mean, Canelo got the balls to do it. I just don't think it will ever happen. That being said, on to Fury. Man, I think he's, once he takes AJ out and Usyk, I mean, he could do whatever he wants. I don't see him, like I said before, I don't see him staying in boxing long. He's trying to do that WWE stuff. So, get the wins and move on. It's fine by me. Great show, guys. Keep it going.
All right. Next up, looking like Coach Midday. Coach Midday.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me because I whipped your fighter's ass, but that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious, do you know what I mean? UK Great Britain boxing is on the map.
Oh God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living in your head rent free.
Hey, what up? What up, Ness? What up, James? I'm just listening. To be honest, I don't have much on that topic, so I'm happy to listen to what everyone has got to say on this. That's all, man.
Mitty, so talking Border Wars, what do you think? April 2nd, are you in the country? Can you make it? You dusting off the old Mitty legs, or?
It's possible that I can make it because there's no more restriction on travel, right? So I'm just gonna see what you guys are doing, how you're progressing. But yeah, very, very likely that I'll be there.
And I mean, would you be there as a trainer to Marvin, or are you looking? Because I know you had your own fight, so I don't know if you're looking to get back in the ring.
Oh man, I always want to get in the ring, but I don't mind. I'll be there as whatever, right? If there's a fight for me, cool. And if there's not, then I'm happy to be part of the community. That's all.
For sure, for sure.
Could I interject something for Coach Mitty?
Yeah, what up?
Hello?
What up?
Yeah, Coach Mitty, what's up, man? James Payne, boss. Hey, I wanted to know from your personal perspective, were there any fighters that impressed you on the Border Wars card? And let's see, because you are a super middleweight, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Really 160.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, super middleweight is cool. They all impressed me, man. Like, they did their thing, man. They train and, they had the courage to go out there, to put themselves out there in front of everyone. So, that's impressive in itself. Like, if you're talking skills-wise, the main event was really good quality. The Marcus Jerome was good. And, yeah.
Were you impressed with the main event?
Yeah, that was a good fight. There's two good fighters, man.
Two good fighters.
How impressed were you? Hold on. How impressed?
Did you agree with the decision?
I had it a draw, so I can't say that I agree. I agree with the decision, but I'm not upset with it. Yeah. I'm not upset if it went either way, right?
You really had Elias winning.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I would have told you.
No, you did. I'm going to tell you why. Subconsciously, you had Elias winning because you scored a 10-10, Coach. Nobody scores 10-10. You scored the third round 10-10.
Listen, don't tell me what I did and what I didn't do.
No, it was subconsciously.
Like how I was in my head or whatever. People do score 10-10, and I scored it 10-10 because I couldn't split them.
I never seen a professional judge score 10-10.
Then you never watch boxing because that happens.
Which one? Where? Name a fight so I can look it up. CYP, help me out. CYP, the Google King.
How can you just talk about it? Name me judges, you crazy.
Yo, he wobbled your man 2 times in that round. Come on, man. How could anything that Tank did be bigger than being wobbled 2 times?
That's your opinion. That was my opinion. There are other judges that have different opinions. Some people saw it for Tank. Some people saw it for Marvin.
What do you think?
For Elias, then that's cool. I just told
Let me ask you,
as a draw.
Would you tell him to take the rematch?
Yeah, of course.
Elias wants the rematch.
I told him to take the fight in the first place. So why would I take him to take the rematch?
It was a great fight, though. I went back and watched it, and honestly, I told them in the chat, I can see Marvin winning the first round. When I was there live, I was
Exactly. So
I
why are
was
you
more
making it so
secure.
much of a big deal?
No, because I watched the fight both times though, live now and back. And on the third round, I just can't see anyone giving it to Marvin. They crazy. You crazy giving it to Marvin. But that first round is now controversial. Marvin landed a lot of right hands that fucking round. You know, it was just Elias' jab was on, and he looked better stylistically. But I can see someone giving it to Marvin in the first round. I can see that now. I didn't see that in person.
Didn't you run a poll, right? Didn't you run a poll? Like, what did that poll come back up? Right?
Yeah,
Did it come back at something like 70%?
You know that we don't know how many of those people on the morning show really watched the fight. The poll wasn't on a Border Wars show.
Okay.
Think about it.
All right.
Think
that's
about
cool.
it. It wasn't on the Border Wars only show. But look, I'm not mad at the decision. Like I said, watching it back.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
watching it back, I could see that he won because of the first
making
round.
it like a controversy takes away from the good fight that it was. Like, there's actually no argument about the.
I mean, it's the fighter
the decision
arguing.
If it went either way, right?
It's
So,
the fighter arguing,
The
not
only
me.
the only person that can be mad at it is Elias. Like, the only person I can understand making it a big fuss because he is the guy who's involved in the fight is Elias, and that you cannot take it away from a fighter not to be happy to take a loss on a close fight, and that's all. Right?
He feels he was robbed. He texted me this morning. He said he wants the rematch.
Of course, that's how he's gonna feel.
He said,
"Yeah,
robbed." Yo, why do I got now I see what Eddie goes through. He's like, "Y'all robbed me." Come on, man. Don't put me in that, man. I ain't in that
Could I
shit.
ask? Could I throw one more question to Coach Mitty?
Yeah, go for it. Man.
Yeah, Coach Mitty. So say that you do come over stateside across the pond, and say that you look to get back into a Border Wars ring, because as you can clearly see, you've been around a part of Border Wars from the early development. Now you can see the production quality, the venues, everything has taken a gigantic step upwards since the pandemic, and now I feel like the production quality of Border Wars is that comparable or even better of a lot of club level house shows that they try to do in boxing. Just period. It's just a good boxing product right now. So you come across the pond, say that you decide to lace up the gloves and get back in the Border Wars ring. Would you be looking to take a tune-up fight, or would you be looking to just get straight in the mix and go for a title?
That's a long question just to tell me, like, do I believe I whoop everyone there? Yes, I do. That's all.
Yo, you know what I want? If he don't need a tune-up, you know I want the Corey Frank versus DeMarcus winner. That's the obvious fight. We always wanted him to fight Corey. Corey thinks Mitty's ducking him. So if Corey really beats DeMarcus or DeMarcus beats Corey, it's the natural fight. It's the natural fight because DeMarcus came out there. He said, "Oh, you guys think Jerome is the bully? Give me him." And Corey is the same way. As soon as DeMarcus won, he's like, "Yo, give me a shot, please." So I love the way that it's story building. It would be fantastic for you to come back over. Plus, you 3-0. I mean, you're losing your step. I mean, Marvin's fucking 6-0. Jose is 4-0. You know, you're getting left behind. So we definitely need to get you in the ring. But having you there anyway would still be great because of your skill and know-how. Because you do this on an even bigger level out there in the UK. So, man, yeah, appreciate you and would love to have you out. Looks like we're going to J. Will in Ohio. What is up?
You know, like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah. What's up, man? I want to put my car and my CP together, man. I think these, like, it used to be the Flomos and the Pactards. Now these Stanellos are starting to really just put like a bad taste in boxing, man. It's so we get it, you know, everybody, especially when your guy's the number one pound for pound, you know, we get it, the love, but it's just like, just the unrealistic and just the amnesia. Like, even Doomy be suffering from this Canelo-Stanello-itis shit, man. It's like when the Floyd versus Canelo resume comparison, he was trying to say, well, who takes the bigger risk actually in resume comparison and all that? It starts to get silly. And I love the fact that Usyk really called him out. So it really exposes all this, striving for greatness, daring to be great shit, because it's like, you're going to go up and fight a much bigger man who's obviously nowhere near as skilled as you. But when the skilled man is say he's going to come out down a cruiser, you know what I'm saying, a weight class below that, you ain't got no words yet. You know what I'm saying? But the other caller who compared Terrence to Canelo, saying, Terrence ain't going no more in weight. Terrence started at 130, you know what I'm saying? Or 135, let me be correct. So he's already went up a couple of weights. So he's already been undisputed. But the one thing that Terrence is doing, and Terrence been doing, he's been calling out the Keiths. He's been calling out the Errols. The people that we want to see him fight, he actually says their name and calls them out. Now, the people we want to see Canelo fight, he acts like they don't fucking exist. Or all of a sudden he starts getting franchise belts to avoid them. And these are the people that we want him to fight. And he just starts pulling out these Macabus, whatever his name is, and Callum Smiths and the Frank. Whatever. He pulls all these names that we never heard of and makes these guys household names for one fight. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo fans just think he's striving to be so damn great. But love the Usyk call out. And yeah, if Terrence had the following of a country like Mexico, what Terrence is doing right now, everybody should be behind that shit. Terrence been calling on everybody, and I'm an Arrow fan, but Terrence been calling on everybody, and he's been wanting to smoke. And I wish that Canelo would do the same damn thing. That's my call.
All right. Thank you for the counterpunch as well. We got JT. What up, James? You was about to say something?
Shout out to Adrian. Yo, Adrian.
Oh, he jumped on.
What up? What's going on, James Payne? What's going on, Nestor Gibbs?
Shit.
What's going on, TBV Nation?
Oh, shit. Champ, people want to know what's the terms, man.
I don't know, man. I just said me and my girl are ready to go, man. We'll iron out the terms. So I'm just waiting to hear back from Jose about weight.
I mean, you posted it. You said, yo, what's the details or something like that, right?
Yeah, man. We just need to know the details. Come on, Ness. You know me. I just show up to fight. Let's just pick a weight and do it.
So you want to know the wife's weight? Because he said 175 for Yatu.
Yeah, the wife's weight. Yeah. Because, my girl in that 120, 123 range. You know what I mean? So I'm guessing.
So what weight you want the fight at? I mean, you got this is you giving your terms. I want my lady to fight at.
Yeah, probably like 120. Well, what's the official? We need an official weight, right? We need an official boxing weight, so we got to pick one of those.
I got those. Let me see. I got those. I mean, are they different? They're not different for the women, right? I
don't. I was going to ask you that, but I don't think so, man. A weight class is a weight class. I sound like a
casual right now, but okay. So, where is it? Eddie just posted this shit. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm just excited to come back to Florida, man. I came back here, it was cold again. I don't like that shit.
Well, damn. While I look for that, what's going on, my friend?
Another day, another dollar, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually taking my kids to the Silver Gloves tournament over here this weekend. Plus, we sponsored the pro debut of Gerald McClellan Jr. and nice. Leon Spinks Jr. will be on that card as well here in Wisconsin. So I'm hoping we get through the Silver Gloves tournament so I can make it to that show and, rub some elbows, maybe get an interview and stuff with G-Man Jr. Because, Big Mike from Big Mike's Barbecue grew up with them. So I'm hoping to have a nice little conversation with him and, maybe get him to come to a Border Wars or sometime at some point, be a guest judge or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Found it. So you got 105, 108, 112, 115, 118, and 122.
So I'd be shooting for 122.
122.
Because I feel like, I'm not going to sit there and say women's weights, but I feel like after seeing Rebecca, that would be a good weight for the both of them. So they're not trying to struggle to make a weight. They're just trying to get in shape and give the best fight.
Yeah.
Just like I like 175 too, because I walk around at that. So that's an easy one. That's not even making weight. I can just get my cardio up and do what I need to do.
Yeah, man. I'm interested in that fight, man, to see what you can do, because this puts your coaching skills, I mean, definitely to the test. You got to train now your wife not to take an L. That's gonna be.
I mean, how many L's have I really taken as a coach though? One. Ben Lappin, 1 L, and he barely showed up. So I'll take credit for it, but at the same time, it's kind of like a situation with Doomy and Show Kid. I can only show you so much in a few sessions. But otherwise, I think that everybody I've trained or the corners I've stood in, for the most part, they all got wins. So
yeah, but
I'm doing all right. My
this
kids
is
got
raw.
wins.
This
What's
is
up?
raw too. She's raw. She's never been in the gym, so it's different. You've had people, that wanted to do this. This is you're molding clay here, so this really shows where you're at, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see.
Most definitely, brother. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Let's just put it that way. It's always different when you're teaching your lady or somebody close to you. It's just like when I train my son. Sometimes I gotta send him with a different person to do stuff because he gets upset or unfocused and gets angry at me because I'm hard on him. So you know what I mean? It's gonna be a combination of me teaching her from the ground up and then her learning things with certain other people because I still gotta go home with her ass. So you know what I mean? Like I gotta make sure that some of the other people are pushing her too, so she don't come home with no resentment. Because like I told her, it's gonna be a rough path, and she's a cigarette smoker, so she knows she's got to quit smoking for this. So this is actually a really good thing for us because I quit smoking cigarettes years ago, and I'd love to see her quit smoking cigarettes, and I think that's just part of Border Wars, the health journey. So I'd like to see her just quit smoking cigarettes, get in the gym a little bit more, and at the end have this fight. So it's kind of its own thing.
Do you think she's capable of actually doing an 8-week camp or what?
Yeah, no, I definitely think she is. I think the biggest thing for her is going to be just consistency, right? Like now that you have an opponent and your focus, you do this every day. And I think, to be honest with you, her biggest thing isn't the training. It isn't the boxing. I think her biggest thing is going to be the large crowds, tons of people watching.
Mm-hmm.
That pressure is more of, I think, going to be an issue than anything else. Coming from somebody who's never, ever done this before, never trained before, and then going to step in there in front of, thousands of people and try it out.
Word. So we're talking Canelo and Usyk, and the fact that Usyk is willing to face him at Cruiserweight.
Well, I mean, I don't like betting against Canelo anymore, but I don't know, bro. Like, I think I think Usyk is a really good boxer, man. Like that could be the one that he definitely loses. I mean, I'm be honest
versus
with you,
Canelo.
Usyk versus Canelo?
Yo, I used to give Usyk a shot. I mean, Canelo a shot to beat Usyk, but after watching him beat AJ, there's no way. Come on, you serious?
No. I'm saying Usyk beats Canelo.
Oh.
I don't. I think the skill set and the natural size, like, nah, man. Canelo needs to leave that alone. He needs to go ahead, just beat up Makabu, then say you're whatever, how many time champ. But man, leave Usyk alone because he sees something. Usyk sees something, a smaller guy that he can take out and outbox.
He sees a paycheck, man.
Well, exactly. I'm just saying that's a side move for Usyk. He let me go get this big bag real quick, and then I'm going to come back and take care of the heavyweight division as it shakes out.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why he would do that. It's a smart business move. And if he fights Canelo, it rises his star, right? It only makes him bigger.
For sure, man. For sure. But the Canelo detractors, they like the fight. They want to see if he's actually gonna do it.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, it might make headlines for a little bit, but Canelo ain't fighting Usyk. I mean, it sounds cool, but that's like some fantasy shit. I'm just saying. I just don't see that happening. I don't see how that would be good for the Canelo brand because I don't see him beating Usyk at all. Why would you do that? I mean, if anything, yeah, if you want to give Usyk a paycheck and you want to give him a bunch of shine, I mean, no one's going to be mad if he loses, right? It'd be like a Floyd type thing, like when he fought Floyd. He only got better from there. Like, he can fight Usyk, yeah, sure, he could take a loss and still come back down and do what he needs to do. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I just don't necessarily think that's the best move for the Canelo brand. It's a great move for the brand of Usyk. It doesn't make sense in my eyes to Canelo.
So you think it's what Bob Arum is saying? He's going to go down to fight Beterbiev instead, winner of anyway, because Beterbiev fights this Friday versus Marcus Brown.
I think that makes a lot more sense.
Well, let me get back to these phone calls. We got we went to Majimbe. So that was the last boomerang. Then we got JT, you avail? Alrighty then.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'm killing this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, good morning.
What up?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna touch too much on this topic. I don't think that fight happened. Usyk will be too much for Canelo. But Adrian, shout out to you with the silver gloves. I mean, what fighters you got in age groups going to silver gloves? Because we got silver gloves this week in Texas too.
Man, I got my kid Kevin, 16 years old. He fights at the 114 pound, 112. He went down to 108 to fight, but he fights in that range. It's kind of hard to find fights in and around that weight class. He's the one I'm most excited for because he's very, very skilled. He honestly, his head movement, the way he moves and punches reminds me of Roy Jones Jr. Like, we've not been to a tournament or a sparring where he doesn't take the center stage and everyone watches.
Yeah, keep it short, Adrian. You killing my time. I'm just asking how many kids you got. But look, let me add a counterpunch because that's on that time. I want to add some on.
You good? You good?
Nah, but look.
Actually, let me help you here, Adrian. How big is your son?
My son?
You might as well make it a family affair because I'm secretly getting JT one of his sons to fight with Rob's son, but he only wanna fight if he get all three. I know he got a heavier son, and you got a heavier son. And
I think Adrian right now is probably he's 13. I would say he's probably about 120 pounds.
Oh no, that's too heavy. That's too heavy. Your son got under 100 already, right?
My son 89 pounds. He's 10 years old.
Damn. He was 100
that ain't it. But
nah.
Hold on a second. Border Wars 10 though. My son. No, just hold on. Carlos Mendoza said he wants to come back to Border Wars. Now his cousin, Damien, is like 10 years old. And
what weight is Carlos fighting at? 140?
Yeah. 140, 140.
I need a 54 pounder, yo. Zeke dropping a 54. I'm trying to get him on this card.
100. I got a kid that's 154, but I mean, he's rough, man. He's rough. I mean, if I can get him to come out, most definitely, because Wisconsin coming deep. But I'm not trying to mess with J-Mac's cause or JT's cause, so let him go ahead.
He good. I was trying to make his son. Dan, that's dope. Your son lost all that weight since Border Wars 10. He was what? How much did he weigh in Border Wars 10?
He was 130 pounds.
Damn, and that was 3 Border Wars later. That's about what? About a year.
He was 9 years old at that time too.
Yeah, it was a year because it's 4 in a year. That's dope. He working.
Yeah, but look, let's talk on the topic with Canelo. See the difference between Canelo and Bud Crawford, because I heard that
that comparison come up. Canelo may be doing great things because he's jumping weight classes, but I don't think he's finishing what he started in the weight class. That's the difference between him and Bud Crawford. And people get his how you could say the fans get it confused. Like the only thing I like Bud, I'm still rooting over for Errol over the Bud fight, but I think I like how Bud moved. Bud is trying to clean out the division really. Like any little name come up that they try to put his name where he want to fight those guys. Canelo don't do that. Canelo got a bunch of names that's missing missing links with him and stuff like that. And he's just moving how you want to move. That's the difference between, to me, the greatness between him and Canelo. I mean, Bud Crawford and Canelo. That's all I got.
All right. Keem the Dream. Keem the Dream in Florida. Are you available? CYP.
Yeah. I gotta no, I'm dead serious about this. I got two counterpunches I was gonna get to you with because this call I'm gonna need it's full time. My wife was talking to me yesterday and she asked me, she said, would you ever do one of them border wars things? I said, man, I'm getting bigger now, my name and shit, so they have to pay me. But if it's somebody that don't like me, I'll do it for free. I thought about that today. I made a call in. I said what I had to say, and I saw people in the chat call me names. I saw somebody call me a pedophile. I'm tired of that shit, yo. This is what I want to do. I got a list of names, dog, and you just run me the money for this call. This is important. Raw Dog, I saw you. Warren Whisper Williams, you in the UK, but you on the list. Easy Boy, you been on the list. Troy Smoke Alarm, you on the list. La Verdad, don't know you, but you disrespecting me too. You on the list. And through the year, anybody who else adds to this list, this deal right here is for you. I will debut April 2nd. Fucking Border Wars, right? If one of y'all sign up, I will fight any one of you. I don't care your height, your weight, or your age. I don't even want to know because I don't care. If you beat me, I will give you personally $500. I will put the $500 in the Ness's account as soon as you pay your damn fees so we know you're going to fight. I'll pay my fees, you pay yours, $500. If anybody in the crowd wants to add to the purse for them whooping my ass because y'all hate me so much, add to the purse. You can make a lot of money by April to come whoop my ass on the debut. My wife is cool with it since y'all say she run my life. She the boss. She said, cool, handle your business. Everybody knows that know me know I'm a real person. I got my own show. You can see me tonight, Wednesday tonight. You can see me in person. We can talk about it live on my show. Anybody who does not like me or wants to be inappropriate with your name calling or take what I say personal and want to just try to bully the bully, you are in this list. You can sign up for Border Wars. I promise you on my fucking dead cousin. If you sign up, I will show up and I will whoop your ass. No issue. I don't want to scream at you. I don't want to call you names. Just call Ness, call up and take it. Any of them dudes I named, and if I miss one of you, please call in or type right now. I'll add you to the list too. Let me know how much money I owe you, but this is a for sure 100% call out. If y'all want to see it done, convince these dudes. Call CYP these names at Border Wars, April 2nd. Let's go.
All right. Let's go. I need tickets sold, man. Let's go. Coach Rivera, tell me April 2nd works for you, man. I got just the fight for you. What up? He's working. I got a heavyweight. You seen him fight in Wisconsin. His name is LJ the Don. And he is available. After he seen this one, he said, I'm back.
Listen, bro, you're going to end up with half of Wisconsin in Florida April 2nd.
No, I know.
I
see it.
OC.
James Clark hit me too. He said, get me a fight. I want to get him the Preston James fight. I think that'll be a fantastic fight. That right there shows where James is at. It's not out of his level. Only thing Preston has on him is youth. James has the experience. But yeah, that would be
I think
dope.
James earned Clark, a fight. James earned a fight like that too, because he definitely walked murderer's row already.
His thing is he didn't. Even now, he's not speaking up, right? He's like, yeah, no, if Zeke wants 54, I'll do Zeke. It's like, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
James need Preston James. You know what I mean? Like that's where I need to be at. Like he's got a great ground game. James is like Olympic level wrestling all through high school and all that. But this is boxing, and I think that he needs more of a Preston James type touch to set the meter. I mean,
sure.
Esteban and Elias are like two tough fights back to back.
No lie. No lie. No lie. I got Pablo, Minnesota. What's up?
Tienen miedo. Eso es miedo. Yo no tengo nada que decir. Solamente
Adrian, shout out to the panel.
para que todos se me entiendan porque
What up?
Hey, is James Payne still on here too?
He is in the background.
I'm here. For sure. Well, hey, first and foremost, I just want to shout y'all out. I know I walked up to y'all like I knew y'all from a while ago. I was like, hey, that's James Payne. Hey, that's Adrian. That's Ness. But, just because, I've always been listening. But it was a pleasure and honor meeting all y'all. Y'all treated me like fam and shit. So, definitely, showed hospitality and all that. So shout out to y'all. I saw how much effort all of y'all put in. And to everyone listening, man, y'all think this Border Wars, it's a little something small, little joke. Like, nah, these cats is treating it serious, and these cats is real about it, and the effort's gonna show. And Border Wars has been building up, and shout out to y'all, bro. This shit wouldn't have been able to happen without Ness, without Adrian, without James, and everyone else. You know who you are. I definitely saw the grind. I saw the effort and everything, and you guys provided me a platform to fight at, and I truly appreciate that, man.
For sure, Champ. We appreciate you signing up. You already know, and it was a pleasure meeting you, man. You are part of the family, man.
Hey, and I heard you talking about April 2nd. What's up?
Yeah, man. So it could be either you and LJ for the eliminator, or you and Smoke for the eliminator, unless we get a flea flicker and Kendrick from Houston or Dallas finally signs up, then maybe him and LJ is the better fight, because Kendrick got like 12 amateur fights, a Golden Gloves, or 5 amateur fights, a Golden Gloves, and 12 Smoker fights, because he was in the, he did the Battle of the Badges. He used to be a cop. So
okay, yeah, for sure.
Him versus LJ would be the most skilled heavyweights versus each other than you and Smoker fight. But there's fights for you. Like I said, I already hit Kendrick up. We ain't waiting too long. We trying to lock shit in.
Yeah, bro. Let's make this next one bigger, and I'm just put it out there, man. I really fight whoever, bro. Like I told y'all, bro. This is my first fight back in 6 years. Shout out to Rel again for taking this fight and performing out there with me. The fight in itself was sloppy. I wish I could have showed each and every one of y'all better, showed me what I was really about. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The way I perform is the way I perform. But I'm excited to come back and really show y'all what Pablo ASAP really got and what what's all about. Y'all shit. You guys see me with my weight loss journey, but this shit ain't done. I'm going back to my regular weight. Like fuck that. I'm getting back to 200 or 196 is what I weighed in for my last fight. So I'm getting down there, man. So this shit ain't over for me. And if, like I said, if I don't get I will get some Border Wars smoke. But I know you wasn't too sure. I'm happy to hear that you planning on another date. But if not, I'm in there in the amateurs. I'm in there regardless.
Let's go, Champ. April 2nd is going down.
Yes, sir.
Pablo, congratulations on that win too. I'm sorry you didn't get the moment in the moment, but congratulations on that dub, champ.
Yeah, for sure. No, I appreciate that. And like I said, James Payne, appreciate you. I know I walked up to you a couple times. You was like, who the hell is dude? Know my name and everything. But nah, bro, it's just that I highly respect you and always, be listening. And like I said, I fuck with everybody in this panel.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, it was a great fight, yeah, man. I like the fight, man. I loved your body work, brother. The body work, I think, is definitely was key in your victory. I count those shots. You had him in the corner, touching him 5 and 6 times to the body. That's good work, man.
Yeah, hey, one last thing before I let y'all move on, not to take too much of your time, that I do want to say that I'm proud of my conditioning for this fight. So, I'm proud of my conditioning, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was sitting down, and obviously it's a fight, you're going to be breathing hard, but I swear I was more tired during my amateur fights than I was this. Like, I don't know. Whatever work I put in, I'm proud of myself because I actually put in the work to be in shape for this fight, regardless of how I perform or who hit who or whatever. But I ate all the shots Rel took. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go down. I ain't quit. My shoulder is torn. It ain't pop out or there's nothing with a bone, but my tendons and all that shit right here is fucked, so I can't even put my hair up in the bun. But yeah, man, I'm happy with my conditioning and shit. I'm just happy that I'll probably be able to put another great performance April 2nd for y'all.
All right, champ. Well, we appreciate you, man. We look forward to that. For sure, man. We got to go to, I think it's Ra in Philly, right? Baltimore, my bad. What up?
It's kind of sombering for me because the man that got me back in the boxing legacy is just going down the hole, bro. You know what I mean? I usually disagree with Timothy Bradley a lot, and I kind of don't like him as a commentator, but for him to clown Thurman like how he did yesterday, I got nothing but to agree with him. You know what I mean? I mean, Tank can save his legacy. You know what I mean? Because Tank's legacy is going to shit too. But Thurman's just, I don't know, yo. Like, it's just, and people clowning me. You know what I mean? Saying, yo, that's your boy, that's your man. You know what I mean? This and that. And I got nothing to say.
Why you ain't got nothing to say? I mean, what's wrong? I'm lost.
Yo, cuz it's like his legacy just looking crazy, yo. Like, it's
why
nothing
his
to
legacy
say.
looking
Like,
crazy? Why? What's crazy about it? Tell me.
Yo, like, it's like he coming back fighting Barrios. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he lost to a legend, so you're not entitled to tune-up?
I mean,
didn't Oscar De La Hoya fight Stevie Forbes?
All right, so
didn't Floyd fight fucking Andre Berto?
He thought that what's the name, Pac and what's the name, and Lopez was going to be walkthroughs, tune-ups. They
Lopez was a walkthrough, man. What was you watching? The dude had one round. Do you score a fight round by round, or do you score a fight as an entire fight? You telling me Lopez won more than one round?
It could have been a draw.
Man, you out here bananas, man. He said it could have been a draw. Bro, you watched one round. He lost one round, bro.
They saying Thurman not even getting through his workouts, bro. Thurman not even getting through his workouts right now.
I was at a Keith Thurman workout, man. Who the fuck told you that? I just seen him sparring, bro. What are we talking about? You making shit up all the way from Baltimore.
All right. I mean, so he looking official?
I've been said that shit. I've been said that.
Okay,
He's sparring a super middleweight.
I mean, I give you that. I hope so. I hope, you know what I mean? Because I heard from an unreliable source. You know what I mean? That said Keith.
Look at the scores, champ.
You know, that wasn't making it.
The scores versus Sotelito Lopez was 117-109, 115-111. That don't sound close.
Yeah,
man.
he almost got knocked out, yo. You know what I mean? I mean, yo.
You are
Thurman's my favorite fighter, man. But I'm not biased. Thurman's my favorite fighter.
No, he not.
You feel what I'm saying? But Thurman looking crazy, yo. Like he got to come back, yo, and just like you said, take a fight off of television, whatever the case. I just want to see
fighting
Thurman
Barrios
back.
now.
I mean, he has
you got him back. He fighting Barrios. What's wrong with that? We just talked about Tank making dudes in the stars. You got Ryan Garcia wanting to fight Pitbull Cruz. Why can't Thurman fight Barrios? I'm lost.
I mean, yo, because Crawford is saying, like, yo, if he believes in himself, come back and fight me.
Nah, Crawford want an easy fight.
Shit about Crawford.
Crawford want an easy fight. That's what he want.
I mean, I'm still not
if
so.
You believe in yourself. It ain't about believing in myself. It's about making sure I'm 100%. That shit don't even sound right. He want an easy fight.
I hear you. I agree with you, Nuts. I agree with you, son. But I'm just saying.
He out here begging for injured motherfuckers, man. Crawford fans need to be ashamed of himself. He want to fight Keith or Earl, 2 injured dudes. Go fight Jerron Anderson or Virgil. They ain't injured. They not injured.
That's true, but I mean, like again, I just maybe I overreacted to an unreliable source to saying Keith can't making it through his workouts. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm bugging out. You know what I mean? But I want, you know what I mean? I just want Thurman. I kind of getting just impatient, y'all. I just want him back. You know what I mean? Just like no question, the best welterweight.
I hear you, man. I gotta let you go, but I love the back and forth. But that shit just needed to be said. My man lost to Pacquiao. Y'all out here capping hard for.
Listen, they mad because he cut the ponytail off, Ness. You know, they feel like, you know, he cut the lion's mane. He ain't the lion no more. And yeah, you know, I mean, Bud, that's kind of their fault though, right? Bud wanted some of these fights earlier in his career.
Nah, that ain't their fault. He see what the fuck he had to do to even get those fights. And tell him pick up the phone, because Earl on Twitter saying he ain't picking up the phone. Earl on Twitter saying he got all his social media energy, but he ain't answering the phone to make the fight. So tell him pick up the phone. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that. And I don't want that fight because he injured.
Nah, I agree. I agree with you, brother. Like, he say he want to come back and fight all the best, but nah, I don't want to see EJ versus Bud right out the gate. Because I don't know, man. Earl, a car crash, detached retina. Exactly. I mean, let's be real about this. I mean, this guy could fight one more time and it could be the end of his career. The dude's a tough guy. It's not like he ducks every punch. He's a tough dude who takes shots and to give shots back and puts on pressure. So I just don't know going forward in his career if that's going to be the smartest idea to fight that same way. Is he going to be able to adjust like Floyd and find a fighting style to protect his eye? Because, I mean, I'd be worried about that. A detached retina is like a lifetime, you know, you could be blind forever in one eye. I mean, shit. I don't know if that's worth it.
Listen, and that's why he need a tune-up in between. Make sure he right so that nobody is discrediting Crawford's win. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to fight Keith Thurman? His last fight is literally like in 7 months, Keith will be out the ring 3 years.
Man. If I could interject something, though, back to that point I was just making.
Before you do, let me just say, shout out to Karma Surge, sent the $10 Zelle, and he said that's for some coffee. Well, shout out to you, champ. We need to get you in the ring. We can still make that Marvin fight. I know you want Keem. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. You see how big this card's getting. You better get you a slot before it's too late. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, King Machinko. But now, back to that point that y'all was just making about EJ. I mean, I agree with what Adrian was saying, man. We definitely need to know the product that EJ will put in the ring before we give him like this super fight that we've been wanting for the last 4+ years. And but I can say this: if anybody can make a detached retina look like a paper cut, man, EJ surely is doing it. Because I thought it was a lot more serious when I listened to people the likes of Troy King and everything like that. And I mean, EJ still out and about, still pulling up at events. And I mean, I only saw him in the eye patch for maybe a few photos. So I mean, if anybody make a serious injury look like a minor injury, man, EJ does that.
Yeah, I mean, and look, on October 24th, he said, I need fight for a title next. Tune-up fights for guys who are unsure of themselves. And that's cool. But do we believe that the public is going to give Crawford credit if he wins? Or what's going to be the word? Oh, he wasn't the same. Oh, he had the accident. Oh, he had the detached retina. And I don't want that for Crawford. I don't want that for him. I want him to get every bit of credit. That's why I don't want him to fight Earl or Keith. Oh, Keith was off 3 years layoff. Keith was always prone to injuries. Like, why would you want those? Like, why? That shit don't make no sort of sense.
I'm with you, Ness. That's
Neutral
exactly
corner,
what I'm saying
Neutral
about
corner, you need to retire. Oh, you are. You ducked the Doomy fight. But every Border Wars, you got something to say, but you ducked the Doomy fight. Signed up, paid your money, and ducked. Who does that? Telling Show Kid to retire. You need to debut, motherfucker. These dudes are terrible, bro. Like, you out here capping and shit. Like, you worried about another dude that had the balls to get the fuck in the ring. Where's your cojones at, homie? And I seen what you said on Facebook. You said you about to show motherfuckers how to fight and that you ain't Doug Doomy. When you gonna announce this fake ass comeback? Or matter, debut. Debut. You never fought. Talk a lot. Bunch of talkers. But go ahead, Adrian.
Yeah, man. But I'm with you in the sense that I want Crawford to get those wins clean. Because, listen, in the history books 20 years from now, yeah, no one's going to say if he beats those two guys right now, a guy off a 3-year layoff and then a dude coming back from surgery. I mean, let's be honest, 20 years from now, nobody's going to care. It's going to show that he beat those guys. You know what I mean? But in the moment, right now, all of us who are in tune with boxing and not casuals are going to be like, you know, he beat him, but there's going to be a but. But he's coming off injury. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I would like to see Crawford get those fights and with no but. Like, no, EJ came back, wiped up somebody he was supposed to wipe up. Now I'm going to wipe him up. Now I'm going to go take those titles from him. Takes the titles. There's no but because EJ's proved that he's back where he needs to be at. Thurman, we just need to. I'm a Thurman fan, but we need to see what he's gonna do.
Exactly.
Like I just want to see the fight. I want to see him fight. Almost 3 years?
Yep.
Man.
7 months. It'd be 3 years out the ring.
I hate to say it.
Dying.
I think
that's how you prove you pound for pound. I know that's how.
Destroy him coming off a layoff like that. I mean, just destroy him. It would look bad. I mean, that's how I call it. I don't give Keith a chance off a layoff like that against Bud. Bud's been active. Bud's been stopping people. I mean, the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers just don't lie. Bud's running through people. Regardless of the competition or what you think of some of the guys he's fought, he's running through everybody they put in front of him.
Yeah. I mean, and he really going to run through a dude off a 3 years layoff and a dude who we don't know his eye work properly.
Yep. I mean, right now, if I had to pick, I couldn't see EJ winning that fight coming off that surgery. I think that I don't see it.
And you know, for him, he's daring to be great in the eyes of some by saying what he said in the tweet about wanting a straight title fight and no tune-ups. But, you know, how many people out there are going to believe that he was cashed out? This is boxing. These terms are real, you know? How many people are going to say, oh, they cashed him out if he loses? But keeping these phone lines moving. We got Boomerang, Brandon. And we got a shitload. A shitload of callers on Blog Talk. I haven't gone to anybody because you ain't pressed 1. I think that's even Rel in the 585. You ain't pressed 1. Jose ain't pressed 1. Supermax, you ain't pressed 1. Who else is that? Jose, I said you ain't pressed 1. 206, I don't know who you are, but you ain't pressed 1 either. Hawk, you finally pressed 1. 845, I don't know who you are just yet, but I feel like I know you. I'm going to Brandon. What up?
Hey, man, stop spreading propaganda. I respect your platform. I respect your show. Don't be like these other goofballs. Don't stop spreading propaganda. That Errol Spence tweet was fake as shit. Did you see it on his Twitter when you went to look?
Oh, I ain't know it was fake.
Go on his Twitter. Go on his Twitter and see if you see it.
He deleted it?
No, I'm pretty sure that was fake. A fake page.
I don't
And
know,
if you
man. They did
and
a
even if
whole
you
article off that shit.
and even if you did delete it, that just means you pussy. Why you delete it?
Let's see. Let me see what it was this I mean, they got the verified link. I mean, I don't know, but it's on Boxing News 24, bro. But
Boxing News
listen,
24 is a horrible website, and you know that. You know it. It's not Boxing Scene. It's not none of the credible. You know Boxing News 24 are garbage.
I give them credit because they actually sit through people interviews and use their quotes. You know, they the ones that go through a whole IFL interview and shit like that. You know that's true. You can't write them off as a tabloid site. If they made a mistake,
it's a tabloid site.
If they made a mistake, they're entitled for a second chance. Come on, these guys work hard.
Yeah, it's trash. But yeah, stop spreading that news. Errol Spence ain't say that. He ain't said shit. That was one of his cronies off a fake page who got tired of him getting bullied. They decided to tweet that out from a fake page.
But why is strength conditioning coach posted it too?
His strength conditioning coach is a damn clown. Have you seen the guy?
I haven't. I just know he posted. Someone sent me his IG like, yo, look at what Blu-ray posted.
Yeah, okay. Find the tweet from Earl Page. That's all I'm going to say. Find the tweet.
That ain't got nothing to do with the fact that your man want to fight Earl and Keith. Like, why are those the names on his list, man? Why are those at the top? Like, let them dudes get right and fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Is all I'm saying. We got Boomerang, J Mac.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What up, J Mac?
Yeah. What's up, Adrian? It's funny how you say you get mad when you get on in your Canelo panties and you say you go spit the truth, but you sit out here and put out bullshit from something you even source check.
What?
And you sit up here.
His strength and conditioning coach got it up. It's still up. I'm screen sharing
whatever, man.
Yeah,
like
I know.
You need to do your research. If
You
was
do
somebody
your
else
research. You do your
now
research.
You go chop my call off and cut my seconds off. You sit up here and just say anything you want to say when it comes down to the topic you don't give a shit about. But if we was on here Canelo head, you be cutting people off. You go down your little long ass speech, cutting people off, cursing them out, saying I'm not about to let you lie on my platform and shit. Well, keep the same energy. That's a lie. Do your sources and check your facts. That's bullshit.
I don't know.
You gotta do the whole story.
I got two different sources posting this, so that's good enough for me.
Yeah, I know, because you don't really give a shit. Hey, man, CYP, man, I told you just. Hey, I'm not mad, bro. I'm just responding. I'm responding to this boxing talk.
Well, respond to my question. Why your man want to fight two dudes off injuries?
Oh, let me guess. They want 47 pounds, and he been trying to make fights for years. How much longer Bug will wait around for these guys to make up their mind when they want to fight him?
I mean,
if they went ahead and excuse me, let me answer the question. If they went ahead and fought him in the time, we may not be talking about waiting, or we may not be talking about a car accident or an eye injury. The fights could have been made. Bud needs to go ahead and move on. If he can't get the fights and do what the fuck he needs to do, not wait on these guys to decide when the fuck they want to fight him. I'm not waiting no longer. So if he want to get the fights, they make the fights happen. So what? I don't give a shit. Or CYP, man, stay out that chat, man. Them dudes ain't trying to sign up for shit. All they want to do is just keep typing.
Yeah. So that ain't got nothing to do with what I said, man. Why he want to fight dudes on injuries, man? You ain't want to answer that. None of y'all dudes got an answer for that. Going in circles, you know. Why he calling out dudes with injuries? That's all. And as far as, he been calling them out, man, we been telling his ass for years. Why Mikey left? Why Floyd left? Oscar, Cotto. Come on, man. You don't get the big fight with him. But y'all want to act like none of that shit don't exist because he made it sound cute that it ain't no across the street when we all know it. It been more than across the street. It was a Cold War before Crawford even signed with Bob. Like, stop the games, man. Making up stories. And as far as two different websites having this, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And I said, hey, if it ain't real, it ain't real. You the one wasting your call to double down on me And the fact that I mentioned it after when Brandon said it was possibly not fake, I said, oh, I didn't know. And that was end of story. But you so happy for me to be wrong, you wasted your whole call on that. You know what I mean? But you ain't waste no time to tell us why your man want to fight injured dudes. Trying to make that okay. It ain't. Coach Rivera, what up? Yo.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do Border Wars because I think I'm fighting January 29th. If it's not the 29th, February 12th, and then my next fight might be anywhere in May or maybe April. So yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be a little bit hard. Going back to the subject of the heavyweights, you know, I don't care what's going on with here anybody. I just care. Let's fight with 4 heavyweight fights, and that's all I want to see right now. And I have a question for you. What if Canelo and Usyk they fight, and Usyk just decide not to knock him out, but just toy with him and box him? So that will turn Usyk the best boxer nowadays.
I mean, I don't know that he's going to get credit for outboxing a smaller man. I mean, we're expecting a knockout.
But Canelo has fought fighters way taller than Usyk. No, I'm just saying.
I don't think that he's fought anybody taller. Usyk's 6'4", bro. Callum Smith ain't 6'4". I mean, he is tall. He is tall. I did meet him. I might be wrong, but I don't know that he's 6'4". Maybe not 6'4". I'm going to have to Google him. I don't think he's 6'4".
For me, for what I heard, Usyk is either 6 or 6'1".
Nah, he's 6'4". Usyk's 6'4", man. Usyk's tall. AJ's 6'6" or 6'7". Or 6'9", something crazy like that. That's why Usyk looks short. Watch when he Google it. He Googled it.
Okay. Yeah,
Wilder's 6'7". I believe Fury's 6'9". I believe AJ's 6'6". I don't know what Usyk is.
I don't think AJ's that small, bro. AJ's 6'9" or 6'7". He's big. I met him, bro. He's big.
No, I know, but Usyk is 6'3".
Where you gonna see James looking it up?
Well, I'm looking at it right now on my phone.
Oh, all right.
That's fine.
And they saying Smith is only 6'3", so that ain't as big as motherfucking Usyk.
You never know. Look at Fundura. I don't know. I'm just saying that if Usyk decide just to box and not try and knock him out, they should give him pop as a boxer. You know, obviously we know he can knock him out. You know, he got popped to
I just don't see.
heavyweight.
I don't see how you think he should get credit for outboxing Canelo. Like that's what he do best already. Like he's already a good ass boxer at the higher division. I don't know. I mean, look.
Hey man, it's like they say, a great big man's always going to beat a great little man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. The size at the end of the day is going to be the difference.
No, I know it's going to be the difference, but Canelo has fought people, you know, around his same height. So I'm just saying, I would give Usyk credit if he's like literally outbox Canelo in like a really fashion way, like where Canelo cannot touch him. That's what I mean. I don't mean like stun him or beat him up, you know, because I know he's heavy-handed. You know?
I hear you, man. That ain't what I want, man. Usyk better not fucking go in there and box Canelo. He better knock him out. We got Hawk, Maryland. What up?
Hey, Adrian, how y'all doing today?
What up?
How you doing, brother?
Ain't too much, bro. Hey, Adrian. Interesting topic. I'm with you on that. Let's see the Keith and Earl, you know, get a shot in. But I heard Earl's supposed to be fighting Ugas in February. I'm not sure, but that's just a little word out. And Keith, I'd like to see him fight his next fight. But you know what, Ness? It goes to show that Tank is a driver star, bro. Because when you fight opponents and the opponents get major glow after you fight them, that's when you know you somebody. Floyd did that for a lot of fighters. After they fought him, they became big. After they just fought him, win or lose. Yeah, Tank do got that touch. But as far as Canelo, I think it's a little stretch messing with. I don't even think it's a little stretch. I don't think he can beat what's the heavyweight champion name?
Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk. Yeah, he can't. That dude's too big, man. That dude is he's just too big. I can't say. Canelo's different sparring people as heavyweights, but when you go in there, you got 40, 50 million on the line, titles and your reputation and everything. I don't think I see him going there against a heavyweight under the rules, under the lights. Yeah, I mean, he might do that. And that dude Arthur Beterbiev, I heard they was looking at him, and he's a risky shot too. So all those deep water fights, man, all those big fights, I just don't see him beating Usyk. I mean, not Usyk, but Usyk. Yeah, I don't even think he should touch that at all. I was curious to see if he do that light heavyweight fight. Not the light heavyweight fight, but the I don't think he's gonna do that fight that they petitioned for. I'm not sure if he's gonna do that fight. So I guess Canelo got all the choices in the world. All the boxers do. They all do. They all just need to go fight. I like to see. I'm still shooting for Charlo and the dude Eddie Hearn got, Charlo and Demetrius, Andre. I don't see why they ain't fighting. That should be already lined up for next year early. They should go ahead and do that. I just don't get it. How many champions has Charlo fought? And champions has he fought?
Which Charlo?
The big Charlo. I don't think he's fought no champions, has he? Is he like a
Yeah, Austin Trout. Austin Trout, former champion.
Okay.
Current champion was K9 Bundridge.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. I just like to see him jump out there and get some names, some title names under his belt. Just go it after Demetrius and for more legacy. So that way they can argue about these fights. If they just fight the other dudes with the titles, then they can jump out there and get at Canelo. I just like to see him fight. I just ain't hearing nothing. Like if they ain't talking about Canelo, I just don't hear nothing about the other fighters. But and there's no news. But hey, all right. Since they stopped talking about Canelo, I ain't heard no more about Charlo or the other one they was talking about. Benavidez. He went silent. It's like if you ain't talking about Canelo, they just go silent. I don't see why they just can't go ahead and fight each other. Because all of them has went dead now. And we hear nothing from none of them. All we still talking about is Canelo. Canelo name's still out there. Because he making moves. So I don't get mad at him. Just do something similar to what he's doing.
Cut it. For real. Is that Canelo the only one move the needle, man? These dudes ain't moving the needle, man. It's a very short list, You got from the top. There's the heavyweights, obviously, man. Wilder. I can't believe he thinking about retirement. I see Mauricio Suleiman trying to bait him in. I don't know if y'all seen that article about Wilder and Ruiz is the biggest fight without a title to make, which it is. But he know damn well he gonna find some sort of WBC belt to put on the line. He lying. That shit gonna be.
He gonna have like some sort of commemoratory belt or something.
Hell yeah. He is. He is. Looking like we got.
Did you see those in the that I put in the chat?
I did not.
This just was the heights, but I mean, y'all.
I seen him, James. Yeah, I mean, basically, a lot of his last, I think, 4 or 5 opponents have been between 5'11" and 6'3". So, I mean, Canelo been fighting a lot of tall guys.
Yeah, I mean, they say Usyk 6'3" and Callum is 6'3". I don't know, man. For real, Callum felt bigger than 6'3", and so did Usyk, man. I don't know that Usyk is. I mean, they probably, because they in perfect shape, they probably got perfect posture and shit. I don't know, but they felt definitely. Callum felt bigger than 6'3", because I'm taller than that, so I don't know.
Nah, man, but how tall is Canelo? 5'8"?
Something crazy. Let me get out to Joe in the Bronx. What up?
Yo, what's good, Nas? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Listen, real quick. I think Canelo could beat Usyk. Just follow me. If he takes the Floyd's, if he takes Floyd's print. I mean, what if he catch weights Usyk at 179? Drain that motherfucker down and bring him down like a fucking mummy.
Why
You'll
the
beat the
hell
shit
would
out of him.
Usyk go to 179, bro?
Because he said cruiserweight, right? And is Canelo not the Floyd Mayweather of boxing now? There you go. I hold the cards. Come down. You said cruiser, come down to 179.
Bro,
I mean, but let's be honest,
right?
if he's fighting in the heavyweight division, his paycheck gonna be big anyways. So I mean, besides getting a big bag, I mean, he can make the same money fighting at his natural weight as opposed to getting drained down to what, make the same money?
I'm not to make the same money. You fighting Canelo, that's big money right there.
He's got all the straps. I'm just saying he's in the heavyweight division. They get paid a lot of money.
Or Canelo could just follow the Pacquiao print and go cruiserweight, bridgerweight, and heavyweight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We will have to see.
I'm just saying.
I hear you, bruv. I hear you. Let me get to this next caller in 415. New caller. Who's this? First time caller.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yo, what up, Ness? Can y'all hear me?
We hear you. Who's this?
Hey, this Banks would tell it how it is sports. So I've been listening to you guys today, and I want to say a couple of things. I'm from Dallas, by the way, and I ain't just because I'm from Dallas, I don't mean I'm riding with EJ like that. But let me just say a couple of things, though. When you guys say Canelo is darned to be great, I feel that. I can dig that. But at the same time, you know what I can also hear? When he get KO'd by Usyk, and then he dropped back down in weight, and he just so happened to lose to Benavidez or Charlo, I could hear the excuses saying, well, he had went up in weight, and he came back down. So let's stop that darn to be great shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say he made the decision to go up. He made the decision to go down. So if he win, he lose, let's just roll with that. And as far as Spence go, my man do need a tune up, but that ain't how he built. He built about going straight in, straight forward, and getting it done. But with all this IBF shit, when they want to put Boots in the mix, I say let's do Boots and Ben, and then the winner become mandatory for the IBF. That's my call, though. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep it doing what y'all do.
Appreciate you, champ. I hear him, man. That is true. Someone will say something like, he went up, and like Roy Jones, he ain't been the same since he moved up. So I could see that. I could definitely see that. We got, I believe, James Valdez. Let me double check. Yes, sir. No, sir. This is Oscar. What up?
Man, you always do that to me. You always call me James Valdez, man. What's the topic? I barely. Nah, it's all love, bro. It's all love. What's up, the rest of the panel? I don't. James Fain, right, and Adrian.
Yep.
What's going on?
What's the topic?
Canelo, Usyk, and Fury's 5-fight hit list.
Canelo and Usyk. I mean, didn't you call that before that was even talked about? That he would probably beat him.
I
think he would.
I don't think he'll beat him
I'll bring
anymore,
him
though.
down, and I'll put him in a hydration clause. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Everybody talks shit about him anyways. Why not just keep it going? But he ain't going to do that. I think he's going to wait for Triple G or probably fight Makabu. If he fights Makabu and he does good, I think he does have a good chance of beating Usyk. And the only way I would take that if Usyk says, you know what, I talked to Mauricio, and we're gonna put both, at least put the WBC on the line for heavyweight, and then we could be a 6-time. You know what I mean? On the cool. You know what I mean? I mean, I would like that, but as far as Usyk outboxing Canelo, no one wants to see that shit. Just like no one wants to see Errol outbox Mikey. You know what I mean? So, but that's it, man. Shout out to all the garbage drivers out there.
All right. Salute, champ. And you're right. Nobody wants to see him outbox him, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, the big man's supposed to get the knockout. I wasn't even fucking happy that AJ didn't knock out Usyk. Like, give me what I'm paying for, man. Don't give me that other bullshit.
Question: as far as money wise, how much money you think that Usyk Canelo fight could generate? Because it's saying that Usyk only got right around $4 million for that AJ fight, and that's an easy, like all Canelo fighters, get
they get way more than that.
Yeah, way more.
Way more. $4 million was what they allegedly gave Andy for the first fight. $4 million is what they offered Dillian for the fight, but they had a one-way rematch and he turned it down for the April date. $4 million, still double what Victor Ortiz got.
But know what? At the end of the day, that $4 million, if he gets through AJ again, he's gonna start making them big checks.
Well, no, the $4 million was the first fight. He gonna get Andy got $9 million in the second fight. But let me get to another caller. I'm sure he'll get some more money. Hopefully, he's able to negotiate a little bit more.
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't
swing,
man. Boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game. This is $1. Skill. Up here. You gotta be out thinking motherfucker. That's what
BoxingWords.com.
TBV was happening, man.
What up, Liz Lowe?
You.
Chill.
What's happening, Aiden? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. Feeling real good.
Good stuff, bruh. Salute to you and your old lady for getting in the ring, champ. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get to do that, so that's what's up. Oh, speaking of Border Wars, real quick, all participants, please be there the day of the weigh-in, shout it. You understand? That's a part of the fight. So please be there for the weigh-in. I'm gonna leave it at that. Usyk, I think, will beat Canelo up there that weight. Canelo pushing it, but hey, if that's what he want to do, fucking do it. But I think Usyk would do him. I heard somebody mention Terrence Crawford. Yes, Ness, the post was a fake. That shit came out last night. I was all over the internet looking up this shit, listening to different people and all that, but it ended up being a fake. At least that's what I think. Again, Bud can't win, bro. Y'all want him to wait on, and I get it. I ain't tripping, but let's be honest. Do you really think? I don't nobody know, but let's just say, do you really think Earl gonna be back on deck? Not even the way he was. Is Thurman even gonna be back the way he was? And then what? Is it fair for Bud to wait? Like, time don't wait on nobody. So I can see if time stops, then a nigga can sit down and just wait. But that shit don't work like that. So again, this is how I feel about it. I don't want the Earl fight. Y'all don't want it. I don't fucking want it. I'm a Bud fan. I want something. At least he gonna get credit on, but it don't matter once again because he ain't gonna get it. But I take Jerome Boots in and after that shit, let's go to 154 after Charlo and Castano do their thing, and let's do Undisputed up there. And then maybe Bud just need to get the fuck on, man, because the shit just don't work for the man, bruh. He want to fight is a problem. Y'all say he don't want to fight, it's a problem. My nigga can't win, but shout out to everybody. CYP finna get the ring and swing. Shout out to everybody.
Lidslow.
What up?
Liz, before you go.
What up?
You fighting in this one? You bringing the comeback? Border Wars 14. Who's Lidslow fighting? I think you should fight Show Kid.
Yo, nah. I think I'm trying to make Show Kid versus Matt. Retirement fight.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, Lizzo. I know you're ready to get back in the ring and swing. You done watched a couple just like me.
You know what? You know what's a good fight for Lidslow? James Clark. He coming off 2 losses. You remember James Clark?
How about T. Anderson?
Nah, T. Anderson.
I'll be honest, I think I remember James Clark. I don't know about the other kid.
T. Anderson, he the one that beat Santiago. He 42, but he alive. He ain't dead yet.
But shit, let me do some goddamn research. We'll see what cracking like.
Hey, you ain't got to fight, though, champ. You can stay being a judge if you want. You know, we need good judges.
I ain't gonna lie, I found the love in that judging, but the fighting cool, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see what shake. I ain't gonna turn nothing down. You know what I'm saying? I'm open.
For sure.
Alright, I'm out. Y'all stay up, man.
Hopefully we get my man in Michigan. Where was it? Jay in Michigan. He was supposed to sign up. Damn, Mendoza back. Uh-oh, you know Sir Isaac gonna be hitting me up. But it's like
he asked me about it, and I told him, and he hit me on the text. He like, we all going to Wisconsin? He's like, I'm in.
Who, Mendoza did?
Yeah. He was like, when is it? He's like, I'm in. I said, it's in Florida. He's like, I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know if we should give Isaac that immediate rematch, though, because he let that momentum die down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I think unless he's been training and it's nothing personal against Sir Isaac, I mean, Mendoza been competing.
Oh, so you think he gonna smoke Isaac now?
And then he been competing and getting better and improving. Like, you know, he's in the gym 4 or 5 days a week doing stuff on his own. I'm just saying the kid's focused. So unless Isaac had been sitting at home thinking about him, staying focused, doing the fights and, you know, and competing on the side, I just don't really think, you know, that's where it's at. I think that Carlos needs to step up to maybe somebody with a little bit more experience.
The issue is that 140-pound division. You know, the most experienced 140 guy would be Corey, and he's moving up to 68 to fight for the title.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's Corey ready, but you know what I mean?
I mean, Corey only got 15 fights.
Yeah, but you know, he got Border Wars, and then he got one other amateur fight which he won easily. But I don't know, 2 to 15. But he been getting some good work over at MKE Boxing too, so we travel around getting good work.
That's what's up. LV Slugger, I am so sorry. So I'll just give you 2 for the price of 1. Apologies. My man had a counterpunch. LV Sluggy.
TBV.
What up?
Look, I just want to I'm talking about
talking to the mic. Chill.
Trying to counter punch when y'all talking about the Bud thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand, you know, these guys are injured, but let's be real. He fight these dudes and stop them. He's still not gonna get his credit. So it really don't matter when he get these fights.
That's not true.
You see with Sean Porter, exactly after the fight, he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out the ring. He was already planning retirement. With EJ, they're gonna say the car wreck, the retina, the eye injury, Thurman inactivity. It's all these narratives gonna be put, so it don't really matter.
They're factual. It's not a narrative if it's factual.
But I'm saying Bud not about to be sitting around waiting on these dudes because they stay hurt. That's not his fault.
No, they stay hurt. Guess what? These dudes, they waited around for Bud till he got out of his fucking contract that didn't allow him to play with anyone else.
On nobody, man. That man came up when he stopped horn. A lot of these dudes' energy changed when he came up. Wasn't nobody calling Bud out.
His energy changed when he re-signed. Fuck out of here with them lies.
Been up here talking about, oh, Jeff Horn ain't nobody. He ain't did nothing after he beat him. That's a fact. EJ talking about ranches and shit. Like these are facts. Whenever they got asked about Bud, these are the stuff they were saying.
Bruh,
and these are
what they say and what's offered is 2 different things, man. Talking on social media don't make no fight. Talking on social media hypes a fight.
I understand. But look, if we get these fights next, I don't care. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and be
You don't have to care. We already know. You brainwashed. You just want Bud to get accolades. I'm going to be here to say it, though. I'm going to be here to say that he picked a dude with an injury or a dude off a long layoff versus Jerron, Virgil, Conor Ben, anybody that's available.
They gonna scream when he beat boots, they gonna say he was green.
That's
he ain't
all
did
right.
nothing.
That's all right. At
You
least
see-
he ain't injured.
It's no
At least he
way
ain't injured.
nothing Bud can do. So if
At least he ain't
like,
injured though.
stopping all these welterweights, man. Welterweight Bud stopping all these niggas, man.
So do it then. Don't go for the injured ducks.
Nah, ain't nobody waiting for nobody,
Exactly, because you don't want greatness. You want fake accolades. It's all good. I'll be here to call you on it.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Like Adrian said, 10 years from now, that ain't even gonna matter.
You right.
You'll be on his resume.
You just begging to fluff up that shitty resume.
Nah, how you undisputed and just a shitty resume? Come on,
Man. Porter's the biggest name on your resume. Stop the bullshit. That's why you begging for Keith and Earl.
But he got a shitty resume. You a funny dude, man.
What's funny? When I say Porter, who the fuck is next?
Champions, how you undisputed?
When I say Porter, who the fuck is next?
Come on now.
So now Bud's undisputed is cool, even though you can't spell none of their names, but Canelo's ain't, right? Stop lying. When I say Porter, who's next?
Thurman. Give me Thurman. Thurman, get your...
No, Gamboa's next, or Horn, or Felix Diaz. Fuck out of here. That's what's next. Stop lying, man.
Get you a little, but hey, that's not his fault, man.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. You sound like a sob story right now. You done? Because you
sound like
you making mad excuses as to why your dude should be eating some fucking leftovers, some shit that ain't even been reheated yet. You want to give him a dude with 30 months. What he got? 31 months? 29 months out now? He's 7 months out from being 3 years out the ring. You begging for Keith? Begging. Y'all sad. Don't be a fan of me if you gonna be trying to set me up with some bullshit like that. Sad as hell. Get him the brokest, weakest dude out here so we can fluff the resume. You sad, man. That's sad.
It's you trying to protect your boy from getting...
No. That's you. You the one want them fights. You the one not saying Virgil or the other dude name. That's you. You ain't even saying Connor. You saying a dude with 3 years out and a dude with 2 accidents.
Listen to what you talking about.
No, listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. You want to fight a dude off a flip Ferrari and a detached retina. That's you. That's what you want your favorite fighter to do. You don't never hear me asking fucking Canelo to do no bullshit like that. But you ain't got no faith in your fighter. Fuck out of here.
That's Bud's fault, huh? That's Bud, his retina and shit be getting hurt and all that.
It's your fault.
That's Bud's fault.
It's your fault. Because you begging for that bullshit fight.
All right. Okay. Yeah, he's stopping all these welterweights, man.
He's stopping.
So tell your favorite fighter, go and get that tune-up, man. And he's getting stopped.
He ain't even stopped Porter, man. The father threw the towel in. Stop the bullshit,
man.
That's
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Ain't it true? Ain't it true? Am I fucking lying? Why you pouting? Am I lying?
I'm talking about right there.
But am I lying? Am I lying?
Hear that, don't
Am I lying? This is a lot of free time for you not to answer none of my questions.
Hey, okay, let Kenny not stop it. So you telling me if he got knocked that third time,
I asked you a question.
Man, shaking on the canvas.
Oh, here we go. Man, he's shaking on the canvas now. I saw him pounding on the canvas, man. I gotta go, man. I gave you more than your counterpunch. You know it, I know it, and you ain't got nothing. You going in circles. You dudes out here, yo, this shit is hilarious. Meanwhile, they got shit to talk about Canelo. Somehow Canelo had a Euro tour to Undisputed. What the fuck Crawford had to Undisputed? I guess Victor Postal ain't from the fucking Europeans and some shit. He ain't out there in Europe somewhere in the Ukraine, huh? That ain't where he from. What about Ndongo? Where the fuck is he from? Tranowski, the dude Ndongo beat. What are we talking about here, man? Stop the bullshit. Anything for your man to get a decent win. And this ain't decent if the dude been out the ring 3 years. Like, Lord. Chasing for a win. Rick, San Antonio. I think I finally got it. Fuck.
I just want to touch real quick on part of the topic of Canelo. But first, man, I think Andre and and Charlo need to put themselves in a position, man. Just move up and weight. They're not going to unify. They're not going to fight each other. Move up at 168, make some noise, put themselves in a position. Because, a lot of guys complaining that Benavidez, Charlo, they got to put themselves in that position, man. Benavidez needs to be at 175. I powered him out to Joe Smith Jr. Why not start there? You got who else is up there? Bebo. Bebo just had, to me, Benavidez need to put himself in that position. I would love to see that fight. So if Canelo does, when he does go to 175, and say Benavidez does have a title, now we can talk business. And then, there's no reason for Canelo not to fight him. So that's my opinion. In terms of Canelo fighting Usyk, there's a lot that needs to take place for that fight to happen. Realistically, it wouldn't happen until probably next year, maybe late next year, depending on what transpires in between then. And it would have to be a contracted weight at 201. Usyk going down to cruiserweight, I don't think that's going to happen with the belts, man. The whole point would be to hit those belts. So to me, that would have more validity. That fight would have more the valid reason for Canelo to even go up there and consider that. And even then, I think Canelo gets beat in that fight. Usyk is way too technical, too big, too sound. Fundamentals are there, and I can see Canelo getting stopped in that fight. But hey, if you want to chase greatness, go for it. That's my call, man.
Rel, what up? Who this, Gerard? Shit, I thought I knew who it was. My bad, I thought I knew who it was. Let's see who's the noisemaker. Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker in Rochester, what up?
Boston boy.
What up?
What's up with the border wars?
What up?
Yeah, it's about the border wars.
Yeah,
hold on.
I hear you.
Hello?
Yep.
What's good?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to plug it back.
All right, Chet. All right. You got it. We got Jose El Loco Science.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway. Shorty want that foreplay. I'm like, no way. Gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it. OJ, getting cheese like Green Bay. Call me Aaron Rodgers. Hopped out that Dodger, dodging them coppers. My boy got them choppers. You don't want no.
Yeah, call me Aaron Rodgers, because I'm gonna be the king of Wisconsin after I deal with that joker, that bum.
Why your shit talking sound so weak?
Yo, it ain't weak. It's nice. Listen, so I tried telling the wife yesterday. I was like, listen, we don't have to do the fight. She's like, nah, we're doing this. So, truth be told, I was hoping for another cupcake, a tune-up. Adrian's a tough fight, man. He's a very tough fight. Those of you who don't know who he fought last time and he got the L, it was against Ant. And the only reason that, I saw Adrian a little shy on there is because Ant's got that power. And that power, kept Adrian at bay, right? I don't have that power that Ant has. But I will tell you one thing I have that Ant doesn't have, and that's a perfect record. So Ant may have the power, but he don't have the power of the mind like I do. And Adrian or no one, is gonna take that perfect record away from me, man. So I'm one of the only few that doesn't have anything to the right of the win column. So that's it, man. It's gonna be beautiful. I do want to say one thing really quickly. I wasn't able to publicly thank all the production team. Everybody did such an amazing job, starting from the commentators all the way down to the camera guys and gals, and everybody was amazing, man. So straight up, no BS. You guys did an amazing job. I did also want to publicly say that Rel did win. I didn't want Rel to win. I was his biggest hater, but he won that fight easy. Pablo, a great guy, but that doesn't change the fact that Rel beat him 2 rounds to 1, rounds 1 and round 3. Rel did it.
they're trying to give you the dirty politics. Don't fall for it, Rel. You're the champ. You won. I want to see it, man. I want to see Rel versus my boy Sean. So that's got to happen, man. Anyway, April 2nd, I'm even bringing somebody down from Bolivia, Ness. How do you like that, bro? Even from Bolivia. This is going truly, international again, man. So I'm excited. Adrian, saw that picture of you and your wife. You guys look beautiful there together, man. Don't worry. We're not bangers, man. We're not going to hurt you guys. We're just going to beat you guys. So it's all good. You guys will still look nice.
It's good to have dreams, Jose. It's good to have dreams.
Love it, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's all I got, my boys. Thank you guys so much, man.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. Who else is in the building looking like? Brandon in Houston. What is up?
Let's start with this. I'm a creative genius.
SDS.
And now, the most dangerous producer on YouTube, Brandon in Houston.
Brandon in Houston. SDS promotion.
Yo. What up? Hey man, listen, I'm an aerospace fan. You know that. I ride for Texas all day long. Texas no matter what. But when a man posts, in his own words, post surgery, after the surgery, his own words. I'm not gonna put that to the side and say, nah. Like he's saying, I want to fight for a title next. Tune-up fights are for fighters who are unsure of themselves. Period. Ain't nothing to debate. Ugas got to fight Stanionis. No other belts are available except for Terrence Crawford. So I'm not going to sit here and try to discredit Terrence Crawford. I mean, I can see if Errol Spence never said that. I would be of the opinion that he needs a tune-up fight. But I'm not going to dismiss what the man fucking said himself to say, nah, he need a tune-up. No, he's telling you. Post-surgery. This was October 24th. So there's no excuses. I'm an Errol Spence fan. Nobody can deny that.
That is an excuse.
How? He's telling you.
Give me the money for the pay-per-view I'm going to spend. Because you want me to not believe that he doesn't need a tune-up just because he said so? Fighters tell you they're going to win every fucking day. It don't matter.
That doesn't matter. They believe it.
Exactly. Just like he believes he don't need a tune-up, but he can still go in there and lose because he needed one. Man.
You finding ways to hop over the fence.
No. You guys are so desperate that you want to rewrite boxing.
I'm an Errol Spence fan.
I don't give a fuck what you disguise yourself as.
What do you mean disguise? I'm from Texas.
You ain't no fuck. Oh, so you from Texas? You automatically a fan? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Man, listen, I ain't never been no Terrence Crawford fan. I've never been no Terrence Crawford fan. I'm saying
sound like you mad at Earl.
I am. I'm not even mad at Earl.
The truth comes out. The truth comes out. And since you mad at Earl, you want him to do something stupid like go into a fight without a fucking tune-up.
I'm just mad at the people making excuses.
No, you mad at Earl. You said it, and it's on record.
Stop making excuses, man.
Yeah, I know. You making excuses. You were undercover Crawford fan. You disguised as an Earl fan.
Anybody know me? No, I'm a Texas.
Don't nobody know nothing. Nobody don't know nothing. Show us pictures at Earl fights. Show me pictures at Earl fights. Okay.
Hey, what you gonna say when he win? What you gonna say?
Yeah.
What you gonna say when he win? What you gonna say? Oh, he didn't need a tune-up, right? What you gonna say when he win? That's what I want to know. When Errol Spence win, what you gonna say?
If he win, amen. Yeah. If he win, amen. But I ain't paying for that pay-per-view. I ain't paying for no injured man pay-per-view.
So you not gonna watch Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence on the pay-per-view? That's what you saying?
I'm the guy saying I'm not paying for Terrence Crawford versus Keith or Earl next because they not 100%. That's why.
You might even be in the building, man. Cut the shit, man. Yeah. Cut it out. Stop.
Yeah, if they fly me in, if someone's paying for me to come in, I'm not paying.
How much you want to bet you gonna be watching that fight? Even have a live chat?
How much you want to bet? I don't pay.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
I like how you said you're not gonna pay for it. I'm not. Somehow you're gonna see it.
I'm not.
You're gonna see it though.
I'm not gonna pay. They will not get my money. I will not be duped into that bullshit.
I got you. All right, I'm out.
I watch boxing. I know usually when someone suffers that sort of accident, you know, he even had the Danny fight and said he wasn't 100%. Like, he want to believe some of the shit Earl say, but not all the shit Earl say. Come on, get out of here. CYP counterpunch.
Listen. For the guy who called in and said he wished that Charlo, Benavidez, Andrade would do something to put themselves in position for Canelo. Did Billy Joe, did Caleb, did any of them dudes do something to put themselves in position? No, they had a belt. Andrade had a belt, didn't matter. Charlo got a belt, don't matter. Benavidez had a belt, he didn't want 68, then he dropped it, now he wants 68. There's nothing these dudes can do to catch Canelo's attention. Stop trying to rearrange these dudes' careers to benefit Canelo when Canelo has never said, do this and you get me. This is the first time ever. I've never heard a guy who people think everybody wants to fight never tell people what to do to get him. Why don't y'all push Canelo to say, Charlo, fight Benavidez, winner fights me. Andrade, you fight Charlo, winner gets me. Andrade, you fight Triple G, you two get me. He will never say that. The reason why he won't say that is because he's gotten to the point where he can pick and choose who he wants, and y'all will support him. Y'all know it. The Latino fan base know it. Y'all don't give a fuck who he fights as long as he wins. Let's keep it real. He's not doing that. CYP out.
All right. So, Majid, what up?
Yo. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join YouTube and members and Patreon for something. Shit, man, I hear a lot of debating going on, but I don't know what's going on because I just hopped on. But yeah, I see you done covered that Usyk versus Canelo fight, man. And for everybody, I'm interested in that shit just because that's motherfucking heavyweight and they close by. I don't know. Usyk said he'd do some catchweight, whatever, you know. So I'm still standing on my shit where I say if niggas know that they not about to fight Canelo, make your own history, you know. You remember the other day you said nobody could fight nobody and have a fucking Marquez on their record, and that's for a reason. Because while we sitting here waiting for one person, we ain't going against everybody, you know what I'm saying? So let's follow our own rules, say fuck it and move on and just make history, you know? Because if Canelo retired today, what these niggas gonna do? They gonna retire too? You know what I'm saying? There's more than boxing to just trying to face one person. But hey man, thanks for covering that Canelo Usyk, and I'm out.
All right. Marvin the Tank Furman, what's up? El Tanque.
The man back at it.
Texas to Maryland. Tank. Basic. Salvador, stand up. Texas, stand up. DMV, stand up.
Coming straight from the bottom, fighting his way to the top. Wouldn't believe what he endured just to get to the spot. His Tank, he walked here with no amputation. 2 world champ, plus he border wars affiliated. From working in Irving.
Yo, can you hear me?
What up, champ?
How I
Tank
sound?
in the building.
Sound good?
Straight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I usually don't call in the morning shows, man. I'm always listening.
You off?
Nah, I'm at work.
Oh.
I had a roll call. I just finished. I said, man, let me call in real quick and talk about Border Wars. But yeah, man, just want to congratulate y'all, man. Another Border Wars, best one so far. was amazing, man. The venue was great. I was telling everybody, man, that all the little things that we've been missing on all the other ones, man, everything was there. Everything was there, man. So it was damn near perfect, man. Great fights, good show, and just excited for the next one. Hopefully we can make April 2nd, which is I think is the next time y'all talking about doing it. But we're gonna see how it play out, and we're gonna see how quick we can recover.
So what? You injured the rib, right?
Yeah, man. I kept it to myself. I honestly I didn't want to give no excuses, and I didn't want anybody to know. And I guess the performance kind of showed for it a little bit. I know a couple people, after the fight, just said I didn't look like myself. I look kind of different, a little sluggish. And yeah, man, I went into the fight with a bruised rib, and I believe it's called costochondritis, which is like inflammation of the cartilage that connects to your rib. Yeah, man, I faced a lot of adversity going into that fight, man. It was tough. I know. In the weigh-ins, I remember telling you, and I mentioned how much weight I had to drop. It was about 16 and a half pounds, man, in 4 days. And
so that didn't feel good. You saying?
I mean, not really the weight. I think more it was the rib. I couldn't really be as aggressive if I wanted to be. I know my jab is a lot better than what it was. I think just the rib injury really played its part in the fight. Ultimately, I feel like I still did what I had to do to win. I still feel like I won. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but everybody has a right to their own opinion. Some people say I didn't. Some people say I did. Some people said it was a draw. And that's part of boxing. You can't always please everybody.
So our rematches. You see, he won the rematch. What you thinking?
Yeah, he actually mentioned it to me that he doesn't want to fight at that weight, and of course, me, I'm on my weight loss journey. So 168, that's next for me, I think, and yeah, we could possibly run it back at 168. Like I said, I don't know.
April?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if April would be good for me. It just depends, man. It just depends. Look. Like, if anybody's ever had a rib injury, exactly what I'm going through right now it's tough, man. It
hurts to breathe.
Look, everything. I can't move. I can't breathe. It hurts to cough. I'm a diesel mechanic, so I'm always working, man. It's hard to work. I can't even lay on the ground and try and fix something, man, because it's painful. But that probably is going to play a big part in how I recover, because I can't just be at home resting. I got to work. So I just got to see how it plays out.
But by work, you mean work at home? I mean at your job, not work in the gym, right?
Yeah. Work at my job, man.
Yeah.
Hey, champ, you know what? You fought a lot of fights. If you sit one out, I don't think anyone can be really mad at you.
Yeah.
If you choose to sit one out because you're injured, you know what I'm saying? So
I
just make sure you're the best version of you.
I wanted you to get like a karma. But obviously, if you're gonna do the rematch, that's a different thing. But you've had a tough schedule.
Yeah, and then I also don't, like I said, it's tough to please anybody. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, because I go back and give Elias the rematch. You're painted as the guy that gives rematches. I gave Cantu the rematch.
Yeah, but I think with Elias. Is a different story. That's a high level fight. He's fought Coach Mitty, but it's funny you bring up Cantu. I sent him the tape, and I said, "Let me know if you're interested." And he texted me back like, "Bet." So we'll see if you get the return of your man's.
Yeah, I think he's in Texas too, man.
Yeah, I think he's in San Antonio, right?
I don't know exactly where, but yeah, I talked to him on the back end also. But yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't got too much, just congratulations on the show, and hopefully we can come back and make our debut at 168.
You drove
I don't think
one
I've ever
time,
been
right?
at 168, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel, or if it's gonna be hard to cut. So I don't know.
You drove one time to Florida though, right? Not for Border Wars, but with your family?
Yeah. Man, fuck that driving. That shit
Oh, it was
horrible.
too long?
It was like a 16-hour drive.
Oh, that's nothing.
What?
I was talking to
Man.
JT. He talking about that shit was 24 hours, man. 15 ain't shit.
Yo, I hate driving. I drive 45. I drive 40 minutes to work every morning. I'm falling asleep.
Listen, if you hate driving, it's different. But I'm just saying, bro, I was driving 15 to go to Wilders all day.
90
without a problem.
Hell no. But yeah, man, I seen the message Elias sent you, and we'll see. It's definitely not out of the picture. I know he doesn't want to fight at 175. So
only thing about 68 is that it don't get to be a title defense for you, and it don't get to be a title shot for him. Because at 68, there's some dudes ranked. You're better off
60 seconds
waiting for the champ to be crowned at 68 and then using your championship status to fight the champion at 68 then because it's not gonna be for nothing. It'll just be for a rematch.
Right.
And that's okay, but I don't know.
I also wanted to get one fight in at 168, and probably fight like Guillermo.
I felt like you was trying to get Guillermo. He still ain't answer me though. I'm waiting.
But then at the same time, I'm not 100% sure that I'm in, so I don't want to tell him, hey, let's make the fight, and then me not be able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So once I commit, I commit. Obviously, injured or not, I'm gonna still show up. So we gonna see, man. Hopefully, he responds back, and I can give y'all an answer, man, and hopefully go back out and Tampa. Go there in Plant City and then put on another show.
For sure, champ. I just reached out to Ricky Swift Davis, man. I want to see him back too, man. We got so many dudes that fought one time and then they need to come back, especially now that it's on this level. I got Big Super Max. Speaking of those guys, what up, Mexicano?
What up, man? BoxingWiz.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWiz.com.
I don't know if you can hear me.
What up?
What up? Can you hear me? I'm in this old loud ass truck, so
yeah, you
how
good?
Clear it is. Oh man, just man, excited. I wanted to call in, man. Hell of an event, hell of a Border Wars. Another hell of a fight. Those are always, I guess, the signature now. Got to get away from that, but it was a great event. It was cool to meet Adrian. It was cool to meet you finally, James Payne. Nice to see you again. Shout out to Chino for working the corner, man. Man, I'm excited y'all are getting to go back to that venue for the next Border Wars. Unfortunately, it looks like with that date, me and the machine gonna be out, man. We have a previous vacation already booked and planned for that
y'all
date.
here wildin', man. Y'all about to miss Border Wars for fucking Fake-a-mania? Shit ain't even real, bro.
Bro. Bro, I spent a lot of money to take my kids to that, man.
Shit ain't real. The tickets ain't even out yet. Beat it.
You lying. I already got them. I've had them for over a month. You lying.
Bruh, I talked to Brandon in Houston. He said tickets ain't even out yet.
Bro, I'll send you the screenshot of my tickets. Don't lie on my name, man. Don't lie on my name.
Wrestle Fakia.
That's what happens when you install like Supermax. You get early access to things like that, bro. I'm the biggest. One of the biggest things you got, man. I need a damn win.
You bringing up other sports. We getting tight now, Max.
Fake-a-mania. He out here about to go to Fake-a-mania.
Hey, it's a family vacation, bro. I can't do that to my kids, can't.
It's a better vacation in Florida. Florida in March. I mean April. That's fucking spring. You kidding me? You about to take your family?
My daughter's birthday. She wants to go see.
She could go to Disney World. Disney World's 50 minutes from Plant City. Stop trying to compete with the greatest state on earth, man.
I'm already living in the greatest state on earth. I'm living in Texas.
Crazy, bro. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Man?
There's nothing there. They had to pay Joe Rogan $100 million just to go. There's nothing there.
Well, I mean, y'all don't got no steak back there either, though. It's too humid over there, dog. What you talking about?
Hey,
I got off the plane in my sweats and in my hoodie and lost 3 more pounds just going to the rental car. That humidity was crazy as hell. I'm in this dry-ass part of Texas. But no, man, like I said, I hope it's a good event, man. I'm like you, I want to see some old names come out. I wish we could find Southside Deuce, man. I lost track of that dude. He would be cool to see come back. Lauren Maserati, what's the other dude?
I hit up Lauren. I hit up Lauren already. You know I did.
Yeah.
You know I did. I'm waiting to see what they say, man.
What's his other name? The dude that came with his dad. What's his name? He fought Lauren's boy, Colin. What was his name?
Oh, Boxing Therapy.
Boxing Therapy, yeah. Him and his dad. They was good. Greg Morgan. There's a lot of names that could come back, man. Especially, for those of y'all who've been in Border Wars, there was nothing like that arena. So, Adrian, am I correct? Even I know, Adrian, you hosted the bar, and I wanted to be at that, but this little venue we had, man, when I rewatched my ring walk, man, it was so legit. Shout out to Enrique for doing it all the way from the back to all the way to the ring. Hopefully, y'all can sell it out this next time, man. I think that's even going to be better. Shout out to him for that. But yeah, man, just had a fun weekend, man. Shout out to Doomsday. Always doing his thing as the ref, We went search high and low for a freaking shirt and tie that morning, but we got it done. It was looking good. I like the change from the traditional blue. There was a lot of good things, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, unfortunately we'll miss this one, but hopefully we'll be back to the next one around wherever it's at, man. But that's my call, man.
Yeah, the venue was beautiful, man. That was a crazy venue. Crazy. With the stadium seating and everything, the control of the lights. I mean, if you ain't going to fight in it, you should fight in it because, I mean, it's legit. But you should at least come check it out live. Like, it's by far the best venue yet.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And the truth is, this one will be greater. It will be greater because the momentum, people seeing what they missed, and it's really sparking some interest. I mean, look, I'm busy all morning. I got OC hitting me up. Your man, he wants to fight.
Shout out to OC, man. Somebody get that man a fight.
I sent him the midi fight. The midi fight. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's good. He doesn't want to fight Jerome because they're from the same place because that's an obvious fight. Jerome wants to fight too. So Mitty can't fight everybody. I offered Mitty Jerome, but I did send Mitty's fight to Jerome and OC to see who takes it. Because OC said 160 or 168. But I could give him the Zeke fight too. Zeke at 160.
Man, no, OC's good, man. OC's good, and he gonna put on the show, man. Plus, he got quite a few straps himself. If you see his pictures,
or maybe Mitty versus Zeke at 160. If we can mix and match it, crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's a division too that needs to be built up. 160 has been pretty non-existent. It seems like all the smoke is at 168. That's a deep division.
Mitty is so funny. Mitty, you better stop. He said I'll fight all 3 of them on the same night. It would be good to see Mitty because, you ain't fight since Border War 7, bro. That's 6 ago. The competition is definitely improved. But I know he's on the outside and he's not seeing it that way, I guess. But, DeMarcus, I like the Jerome fight. I haven't seen OC fight yet. Only seen him spar, so I don't know how good that would be. I like the Jerome fight. I think Mitty, he's a combination puncher. I would pick Mitty to win over Jerome because he's a combination puncher and he's straight down the pipe with Jerome. He's wide unless he corrects it and he sees the tape. But I know there's an argument. Someone else thinks that Jerome was robbed of the knockdown, not just Keem's girl. So I don't know. I got the clip, but I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, it's hard to see.
I mean, either way, Jerome's back, man. Jerome's back. He said he's gonna come back for more. I mean,
yeah.
So I mean, that's the thing. Wisconsin gonna be there April 2nd. We coming.
So it all depends. You know, if Middy's wants to do 6'8", then him and Jerome could do 6'8", and Zeke and OC will have to do 60. Or we'll see what else pops up. I also reached out to Kendrick. He accepted. He said he'll take either. Who'd I offer him? I offered him LJ to Don or Pablo. I think. Let me see. Oh man, he said.
Yeah, LJ would be a good fight. LJ need another big, another big guy because I don't want to see him against the underside.
He's not tall though.
Nah, he's not, but he's a big boy. I'm just saying, and he can move.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight that he moves at a fast pace. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's everybody, right? Did I miss anybody? Oh, Mission Impossible, what up?
What's going on, fellas? How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
I was watching Border Wars, and I can't lie, I was a little jealous that I wasn't there.
Bro, you needed to stick around, champ. That shit was epic.
I wanted to. The ring looked awesome. I got to vote for Jose as far as the ring outfit of the night. That man came in with a whole wardrobe. And man, what you didn't do a post show, did you? Ness?
Nah, bro. Nah, we haven't. Tonight, 7 p.m.
Okay, all right, perfect. All right, I might call back in then. I was before then. I was super impressed with Supermax, man.
Yeah, I picked him to win. I thought that he would eventually wear out Eddie, but Eddie, man, he stepped it up. He was pivoting. He was ducking under. He was combination punching. Yeah, man. Mex out here wearing about motherfucking WrestleMania. That shit fake. Your record is fucking real. You better get a win on that shit. WrestleMania.
Yeah, you got to be doing the real stuff. But cool. I'll call in for tonight's show. Definitely want to get in on the next Border Wars for sure.
For sure, champ. We got Stone Bone Boxing.
What up? What up?
What's up, brother?
Oh man, yeah, I'm driving, so man, it might be a little choppy, but yeah, man, congratulations to all of the fighters, man. Y'all making me want to jump back out there, man. Every time I try to get in Border Wars, people act like I was picking on people or something like that. Oh, you just want to get in there, like like what? Why? Like, do I sound like I'm a tough guy or something? And I thought I sound very nice, very cordial, very thoughtful. I thought I should be someone that people would want to put hands on, but I guess not. Because every time I try to get in, it was some excuses. But I'm still thinking about it, man. I need to lose a couple pounds. This might be the right time and right move. Plus, we got some property in Florida. I can drive from my crib down to the venue, right? How far is that from Clearwater? Like what? Hour or 2 hours?
Yeah, about 2 hours maybe.
Yeah,
you might be able to get there quicker because of the bridge. There's a upper bridge and a lower bridge, so
Yeah, I go over the top. I can go over the top. But yeah, man. I would rather Canelo go up to heavyweight and fight Usyk then. Let Usyk have the belts. And I think that's what Canelo would want anyway. He wouldn't want to fight for one belt like that he won in that division. He'd rather go up and fight the guy with all the belts, and we see what happens. So, hey, Ness, are you buying fucking Keith Thurman? So you ain't going to buy Bud if he fight Earl now, but you going to buy Keith Thurman versus Barrios?
Yeah, because I know that's a tune-up fight.
Well, then shit. That's a tune-up for Bud.
Yeah,
we're going to tune Earl ass up. So pay for that tune-up too.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
that would be considered
thank you for acknowledging the
that
truth.
would be considered a tune-up.
I
That would be considered a tune-up for Crawford, and it's not. It's gonna be.
No, it won't
it's
be
gonna
a tune-up, Ness.
Yes,
It'll be a tuna fish.
the big fish. It's a tuna.
Yo, the truth is, we shouldn't want him to fight injured, man. That's just that, man. That's just that. But that's everybody. I got some super chats. I ain't leaving nobody behind. Where we at? We stopped at Calderon Gallo Fino. Then we got to go to Super Mex. He said, would Usyk be able to do like Ray Leonard and Floyd before and still defend the titles at a lower division? This could be bigger than we realize. I'm sure these sanctioning bodies will do whatever they got to do to be a part of this, man. I wouldn't put that past anybody. So we shall see. But we're going to get to some other ones. Okay, I'm getting a message from OC saying he'll take whoever at 160. So might have to do 160. We stopped at Mex. We got Fred Robinson that says, no way in the world does Canelo entertain the idea of fighting Usyk. Thinking emoji. Well, you sounded pretty definite on that statement. Then you added a thinking emoji, so you're not sure. Fred Robinson back with another one says, that just proves Canelo is stat padding and everyone is okay with it. Sad emoji. Or like, not slightly frustrated emoji. Mad Bent says, let's push for Rashidi versus Conor Ben. Let's go. I wish it was that easy, man. Golden Boy has like some sort of lock on Rashidi. It doesn't make any sense. My man can't fight, and they won't give him a fight. LV Slugger says, stop blaming Bud because Thurman and EJ stay hurt. Oh, yeah. They were really hurt. When Thurman was unified, fighting undefeated Danny, and fighting Porter, I didn't see them injured, right? So, you could lie to yourself all you want. Oh, they stay injured. Meanwhile, Keith's only lost to Pacquiao. You can lie to yourself all you want because you want to pad the record. 10 years from now, nobody remember he was injured because that's what you want the world not to remember. Texas C. You addressed the Tank pay-per-view numbers yet? No, they haven't been released. Send me a link. D Nice. Loco. What's the terms to sign up for Border Wars 14? Hit me up on Instagram and I will send them all to you. Instagram or Patreon as well. I could, anywhere I can send you a picture. Troy Graham, Kenny threw in the towel to save his son. Facts. Yeah, that's what I said. Troy Graham, why was it decent when Fury was out for 3? See, that's a lie. See? Fury actually got 2 tune-ups before Wilder. But thank you for proving the Bud fans, thirsty vultures chasing for a padded record. Wilder literally gave Fury 2 fights. Piñeta and Stefa Safari, then they fought. And then after that fight, Fury took another 2 fights. So thank you for helping us double down on Ness's 100% airtight argument that these dudes are just looking to pad records. Bo in Bama, the only thing missing in Border Wars is a mic above the ring so we can hear the punches. It is very necessary. Fire flame emoji. Wow. He asking for a lot.
That would be dope, though.
Oh,
because
yeah?
you know what? When we commentated, though, we can hear that shit. Like, I know the punches that are hard, the punches that, the shoe shine punches. I mean, it's a different experience. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, we're looking for $2,500 sponsors. So CYP, even if you don't fight, little $500 sponsorship. We promote your channel, maybe even throw your logo on the live stream. Wink, wink, holla at me. Anybody else, some OnlyFans chicks, holla at me. We got 94% males. They need males. We have them. We need sponsorship. We need $2,500 sponsorships. Now, if you have a bigger company and you want to spend a little more, we can tailor something specifically to you. So definitely contact us. And I do want to actually take this time to shout out some of our previous sponsors. Once again, shout out to Gary Jonas and the White Sands Boxing and Fitness Center over at Pro Box. I want to shout out, obviously, I don't want to mess that up. So we'll move on to the next. As I remember, Thirst RX. Shout out to Thirst RX for all your sea moss purposes. Hit me up if you need the link to purchase any sea moss from Thirst RX. Shout out to Donnell Fernandez with Favela Fashion. I gotta wear my shirt actually. I haven't even taken it out the suitcase. I'm one of those dudes. Suitcase still packed. You unpacked already?
Nah, brother.
Oh,
That
right.
shit's sitting.
I thought I was the only one. Yo, my suitcases be packed for days, bruh. I don't be unpacking and shit until I'm like totally free.
I'm not even gonna lie, brother. It was beautiful. I came home to dinner being cooked, family happy I was home. So it was a real good homecoming.
Look, Anthony Forbes said, okay, cool, I'll be there. I don't see my name added, so add it anywhere. Yo, my man just want to fight. Man, but we gotta treat these guys, give them the right fights. I don't know. Who do you think for Anthony Forbes? Big Money, a.k.a. Big Money.
What does he fight at? Well, I mean, I know he said he can make any weight, but what did he fight at? Cruiserweight?
He fought at 185, yes, cruiser.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. That division's I don't know. That division's not that big. And
yeah, the cruiser is light. Oh shit. Oscar already paid his fee. He ain't even got to fight. Mitty.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, man.
Mitty, he wants you. He sent that through. Let me see what this message said. He said, so I'm going to tell these motherfuckers get ready. No excuses. Okay.
I'm telling you, OC, I know OC. When he says he's coming, bro.
The last season, obviously he had the death in his family. My condolences to him and his family. He lost his dad. But he was all paid and ready. Who did we have him fighting the last time? Did we have somebody for him?
No, I think we had him. I think we had him matched up. I'm trying to remember though.
How good is he, man? He's
good, bro. He's good. He's good, brother.
Kimachenko needs something, man.
Yeah, man. Line that up.
Oh, yeah. Line that up. Look, Keem. He got all that experience. Yo, Keem, you see this guy is Milwaukee first, bro.
Keem's good, though. What you talking about?
Bro,
you
OC
saying that
got like 30
Marvin.
fights.
You saying that you think Keem beat
OC
Marvin.
OC got like 30 fights.
You're saying that you think Keem beat Marvin, but he can't fight OC?
I said there was an argument. There definitely was an argument. Definitely.
No, that's what I'm saying. So what level do we put Marvin on? Marvin's the face of Border Wars, man.
I'm just saying,
So I'm just saying, don't say that. You can't say that that's an uneven match.
It is uneven. What? Keem don't got 30 amateur fights. Get out of here.
How old is Keem?
Oscar was supposed to fight Miguel Moleste. He must be
Oscar's in his 40s.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do Florida versus Florida just yet. Should I do that? James Payne Lethal is saying Keem versus Anthony Big Money Forbes. But that's bringing Keem up. You got to keep Keem in his division, man. Keem is like 168. Keem, where you last fought at? I think he was like 168. And like, oh, he did fight at 175 one time. So, yeah. But anyway, let me get back to these super chats here. What I got Bo. Oh, we did do that. And then Raul just sent some love. So shout out to you. And Keem, I don't know if you want me to go to you again. You weren't available earlier. We got a few more. Suede Puma says, y'all doing Untitled this week? Bro, I'm definitely doing Untitled, man. I dropped the ball Monday. That jet lag is real, man. Getting
hey,
over
listen,
all
man.
that.
I got one request.
What's that?
The Border Wars shows. Ness, we gotta make them when I'm not at the gym now. If it's gonna be me, like I'm never gonna make a show if we don't change that time.
So you saying 6 o'clock your time don't work?
Yeah, I'm saying I teach class from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. my time on Wednesday. You get what I'm saying? Like I can never make where you have it. I can never make that. And I'm not trying to not promote like this last one lacked, a lot of video and a lot of production. And I told you how I'm gonna do it. I'll just wait, and everyone else can see how it's gonna go down. But if with the footage and being in it on the shows and building it up, man, I just need a different time or day. You know what I'm saying?
For Sure Fire D said Oscar versus Mitty. Let's make it happen. Let's not give these.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's not give these guys no easy fights. Hey Mitty, I don't know if you know, but For Sure Fire D just tag teamed you in the little beef he's having. It's For Sure Fire D versus the whole Milwaukee in that motherfucking group chat. Everybody want a piece of him after his win over Jerome. But he took the Corey fight, man. I mean, it's almost official. He's got to talk over it with his team because obviously Corey's a southpaw. He was there when Corey went all the way up to 78. That is one of the most intriguing fights. Corey was on Mitty's heels. Honestly, Mitty owed Corey a fight. He kept saying Corey's not ready and all this stuff. Mitty, Corey was even calling Mitty a duck. But I like his energy. He fought a dude at 178. That kid was young and strong. Winston was young, and he was a bull. And then, he seen what DeMarcus did to Jerome, and he's like, yo, please give me a shot. He ain't call him out. He said, please give me a shot. So I love it, man. I'm really excited. I know y'all mad. We talking border but we off the high. That's part of the high, man. We got Troy Graham with another one. He says, Wilder gave Fury nothing but face first knockout. Wilder gave Fury nothing but face first knockout? Man, whatever you're talking about, we can't understand. He's back with another one. He says, White will be undisputed champion. Oh, wow. You're going on a limb here. That you would be the new Oracle if somehow he beats Fury and Usyk, or beats Fury after Fury beats Usyk. I don't see that happening. What about you? No?
Long shot.
That's what I said. Yeah. Long shot ain't even the word. My man tripping.
What's the odds on that? Do they got a parlay on it?
Hell no. Not yet. That shit, none of that shit real. Yeah, man, but that's the last one. That's GTO. Instagram and Twitter. We back. Unfortunately for Adrian at 7 o'clock until we figure out a time that works, or gonna have to move the whole day. So is it every day that you are? Wait, CYP, do I owe you a counterpunch, or is this, I'm lost? And Adrian, is that every day?
It's what every day? No. My classes are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Saturday we do the mornings to the afternoons.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably move it to Tuesday at 7. That works?
Yeah. Tuesday at 7? Yeah, I'm with that. Because that's 6 o'clock my time, right?
Yeah. Call you late reaction. So I guess we don't OCYP. And that's GTO. Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci.
Adrian at Black Man Jones on Instagram. Just the government name on Facebook. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
James Payne, Lethal on IG. Holla.
All right.